You are listening to the Decision Reel.
If people still
Hey.
have those.
Tara, how are you today?
Yes, I'm fine.
Tara's all dolled up.
I'm
She's not down up.
First thing.
God damn it. Anyways, welcome to the Decision Reel movie review podcast where we try and fail to review movies of today and yesterday. This week we're looking at a movie that I'm very excited for, but before we say what that is, I want to introduce Josh back to the podcast.
Yes.
Yes, he's back.
Yes. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem. You've been on two episodes?
I think, yeah.
2 episodes before. We're going to try and do a thing where you come on, like, I guess, every other episode
Yeah.
or every other week and
Make it work.
see what we're doing. Yeah.
I'm in.
This week you picked what movie?
Oh, Tommy Boy.
Tell me, boy.
Top 5 movie
Yeah.
for me. Top
Yeah.
5.
Dude, he's got the voice.
Oh, yeah. I told you. He's in it. He's in it.
podcast. You got that podcast voice.
You
It's
got
not
it.
like I've been
Oh, yeah.
smoking for 40 years, and
Yeah,
I only
man.
smoke for 2.
Yeah, the podcast voice, brother.
I smoked a lot in them 2 years, boy. Let me tell you.
It was a stressful 2.
It was
Stressful 2.
This movie's hilarious, by the way.
Okay,
I forgot how
mean,
funny this shit
If we
is.
want to get
Yes.
straight into it, yeah. I mean, Tommy Boy is, to me, an all-time classic
Yeah.
that will never, ever not be good.
Yeah.
I feel like Kevin James replaced him in modern day.
No one can replace.
I know you can't,
Yeah,
but
the
I think it was
energy.
tried. He tried.
If you watch what's the, not Grown Ups, what the fuck is that movie?
Which one? The mall cop? Paul
No,
Blart?
no, with Adam Sandler where he had all his
Grown
friends.
Ups.
Oh, it is Grown Ups.
Yeah.
He has
Every
sort of
Adam Sandler movie.
Right, all his friends, yeah.
he has sort of that energy of being spastic and like
Yeah.
trying to break shit with his body. I feel like that was Chris Farley's, claim to fame
Yeah.
is just falling on shit and breaking shit.
Sure. Yeah, slapstick. 100% slapstick shit.
Yeah. Living on like his most insecure
Right.
thing, his body. Like just living on it. You know what I mean?
Perfect.
It's the best.
Yeah.
Smoking, drinking, but
See,
he's got it.
Oh, Black Sheep's top 5 too, man.
Yeah, it's
That's
great,
another
man.
one,
It's so
bro.
good.
So you just love Chris Farley, basically.
Oh yeah, I
All
mean,
right.
it's safe to say that I was uncomfortable growing up, So like when I saw that character, I was like, this guy has my energy, my fall down.
Ah, okay.
Like
He,
and it's-
he really does, though. Like while I was watching it, especially knowing that you picked it, like, and knowing you, Josh and I went to elementary school,
Yeah.
middle school, high school, everything together.
Everything.
I'm sorry, Josh.
Josh and I were quite close.
Yeah.
Well, good. I'm
Like-
for
glad.
sure. We're
I'm
rekindling
glad.
with this pod.
Yeah.
So
Look at that.
We were quite.
Comes full circle.
He called me. He used to call me French fry.
for sure.
That was
my
his
God.
nickname
Why is your
for
name
me.
nickname?
Because I
what?
had because I
It's coming back.
You know the
Is that like 'cause they
what we
dip
were
in
talking about
ketchup
earlier.
and shit?
Ketchup,
Like, what the fuck?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
The names back in the early 2000s
Oh, gotcha.
weren't that simple.
Wait, but then what did you? But then
You're
you
right.
also called Emily
Small fry, yeah.
Oh.
So I was French fry and Emily was small fry.
Yeah, good memory.
But your humor, like even back then in like middle school,
Yeah.
that was like
I
that's how you were.
I felt comfortable that way, and seeing someone else express
Like just his delivery
Yeah.
and like the way like that he talks and stuff.
made life easier.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Before we get too deep into this podcast, though, I do want to say we have something we want to try. We are a Twisted Tea podcast here. We like to drink our teas. We have one thing that's new. Shut the fuck up. It's a light version of Twisted Tea because we've been drinking so much that we're getting a little poundage on.
What? Say it again.
A little poundage on.
I don't think this is like a porn cast. 'Cause that's
It could be whatever you
Please
want it to
no.
be.
dropping loads. dropping loads.
Okay.
Anyways, go ahead.
So this is a light version. These are good, but that's not the special occasion here. We have the special Twisted Tea Rocket Pop flavor that Tara and Wally are going to try for the first
All right.
time. I only got 2, so it's these guys.
Let's do the 1 out of 10.
Oh,
Let's just do
Jesus.
that. Let's
1
make
out
it-
of 10?
Yeah, 1 out of 10.
Okay. I'm gonna wait for you.
All right, ready?
No, same time.
Same
Same time.
No, I meant like
Oh,
wait
okay.
till you opened
Okay,
it.
sure. I'm going to take my raspberry.
Peach mango.
It tastes like a rocket pop.
It's interesting.
I feel like,
It tastes like candy.
the rocket pop, though, you get to the blue part, it's the best.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm
nailed it.
saying?
But
And
this
the
is
white
all
low
mixed.
key. The
Yeah,
white.
it's all, white's pretty good. It's more a little lemony and sour.
This tastes
sour
more like the red.
Take
part,
another
I
swig.
feel like.
Because it took me.
Let it settle.
Let it get in there.
I'm not
took a
going
sip.
through the
Yeah,
different
yeah.
levels, is what I'm doing?
I took a sip of it. I was like, oh, okay.
Marinate.
Then I let it sit, and then I took
Just let it
another one. I was
marinate.
like, oh. I taste the rocket.
You know what's
and the
funny?
pop.
As I
Ooh.
do actually feel like the second sip was different for some reason.
Okay.
Right.
It's exactly the same to me. That's a placebo
Okay.
effect.
Now
It's
take
good.
Now take
No,
a
I
third.
really-
Take a
This
third.
is the real game changer.
This tastes like the popsicle stick.
And then next, chug it till it's gone.
Oh my god, how cool would that be if the end of it, like the bottom of the barrel of the can,
It was
tasted like a
like metal.
popsicle stick?
Just a wood stick.
How do you do that? You don't want to know.
Lick a tree.
It's good.
Is that a flavor?
I like it.
I like it.
I'll give it a 7.
Yeah.
I'll give it a fucking 7 with the heavy
7.
B. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
like it.
think it's a.
That's probably.
You don't
want
want
to give it a.
Yeah, you don't want to buy the whole.
No, I
case
wouldn't want
of
to drink a
those.
bunch of them. I think that's the thing. So I would probably do 6 just because.
Sure.
Well, just because you'd probably only want like
One or two.
I feel like I
two,
can-
like.
It's a treat.
But with like the half and halves, the originals, the blueberries, I could just keep
Suck 'em down,
drinking
yeah.
them.
Half and halves are a problem.
Yeah.
I feel like I
love it.
can't drink a whole case of any of the normal ones.
But you
I
the
have
light,
a few,
you're
but
in
the
it.
lights, I feel like I can.
Well, we're here tonight.
The lights are a game changer.
They
Just
are.
don't like them. Well, but you know what? I haven't had the light originals. I've had the
Well,
what's it called?
we got
Slightly
some.
sweet,
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
which
The-
are the light versions of.
Well, once you
But
suck
these
that
are
down,
actually light flavor.
once you get through that,
You
we got
know
we
it.
got some light originals.
Okay.
Sorry, trying to get. Anyways, moving on from the Twisted Tea review.
Sure.
You can find us on our social medias wherever, Wally.
Excuse me?
Where can you
Soon,
find
it
us?
was so soon.
Whatever the fuck you got.
Exactly, we're there
What you have is where we are.
at the Decision Reel.
Look, put that on a shirt,
Put
Steve.
that shit on a
What
T-shirt.
do you want?
Show him the T-shirt.
Yeah.
He's got the T-shirt.
Baby, I
I got it. But anyways, the plot of Tommy Boy. After his auto parts tycoon father dies, the overweight, underachieving son teams up with a snide accountant to try and save the family business. What are you doing over there?
She's slurping. It's fucking
She's
gross.
Yeah.
Yo, this movie made me feel good. At the end, I
Yeah.
love this. This feel good. All these movies in this
Okay,
era and time.
stop.
I
Dying.
I forgot to look at it. I was like, who's making that?
Dude, cheap. I like a thing about like certain. No, that one's not that bad, but other ones. I
Don't
just
do. Don't
can't
do
fucking-
it.
I
Please
just
don't
can't
do it. We don't want to take Wally on a trip
Yeah.
today.
Anyways.
Anyways, the trip we are taking is the Tommy Boy trip. What you're saying, Wally, is correct. This movie, and I feel like a lot of movies around this 90s era have that feel-good, bubbly quality where, yeah, at the beginning of the movie and throughout the movie, there's kind of a, oh, fuck tone. Like, you know, his dad dies off. Spoilers, if you haven't seen this 30-year-old movie.
Zero spoilers.
Right.
So I ended up missing like maybe 15 minutes on my rewatch.
Oh,
It
what
was
were you
dur-
doing?
I mean,
I was
but
during
let's,
during that part.
How many times have you seen?
Taking a fat dump.
Taking a
Taking a deuce.
There are pause
A doozy.
buttons.
Anyways,
You
that.
could have,
For
bro,
that.
bro.
Oh, hold
you
on.
got,
I have
you got
a
the
rule.
fold. Okay,
And Sarah,
All right.
Sarah will contest this. She's always like, you
girlfriend.
want me to pause it? I'm like, no.
let it go.
I grew up without pausing movies. I don't want to pause it. I'll just struggle and try to get back as fast as I can.
You grew
You know
up
what?
I'm gonna go
without
light the
pausing
fire.
movies?
All right.
I'm gonna fire off this potato gun real quick. I'll be back in 5.
You grew up without pausing movies. Is that what you
No,
just
no, no,
said?
no. So check it
Yeah,
out.
No, that's how all of us grew up without fucking. If you're watching live TV, is I
Right.
guess is
Oh,
what I
okay.
should say.
But you
Like
but we
I
weren't.
remember
It was a
Saturday
movie.
mornings where Power Rangers was on, and it's like, yo, what time is it? Shit, it's
Yeah.
already started.
You got to be there.
Be there.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I gotta take a dump.
Yeah, but not movies.
good luck.
Movies, you put the VHS in, it still has a
Yeah.
play, a
Unless you're
pause, a
watching
fast
it.
forward,
Yeah.
a rewind.
Sure.
VHS.
Just make sure you rewind it at the end when you bring it back to Blockbuster.
If not,
Did you
25
rewind
cents.
it?
Be kind, rewind.
That's right.
Yeah,
Did-
you get
but
charged
did
for that
you?
shit.
I don't
did.
remember getting charged. Well, maybe my parents.
We
You
had
guys
the,
remember? Do you remember
we had the race
Lair-
car.
Lair
the race
video?
car rewinder thing.
Yeah, you put it
It's
in.
like, whee!
Yeah,
It
yeah,
does
yeah.
it like twice as fast. You have to sit there and like
Can you-
watch it rewind.
I feel like I could smell that.
Oh, burning.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Also-
definitely got hot.
That fucked up tapes. People didn't realize the speed. No, seriously,
You're
the
welcome.
speed of it. Hey, whatever.
Oops.
Oops. But yeah, what I was trying to say is that early 90s, I would say all of the 90s, every movie to me felt like it had a message to say and it felt good. You know what I mean? And then I feel like there was a turn once, I don't know what the turn was. What are you looking at?
It had a
Shit got
question
real.
on it.
Oh,
I was
okay.
seeing if it had the
You
same
talking about the
question.
feel good era? of
Yeah,
movies?
it was like, hey,
shit got real. Everything got hyper.
Everything
realistic,
needs
and
to be
everyone
dark.
Like, oh, I could connect with this. Oh,
yeah, everything needs to be dark and brooding and like realistic.
Ooh, brooding.
You like that?
Well, if you follow the line of Tommy Boy, not only is it a comedy, it's a tragedy.
It is.
There's a whole town on the brink of losing yet another warehouse.
Hero's journey.
Yeah, and then the underdog, someone who took 7 years in college,
Yeah, a D
a
plus.
D plus. They don't give all those out that often,
No, they don't.
And for him to turn around and save the company, I mean, wow.
Yeah.
Talk about a feel good.
It's speaking of Dan. Was Aykroyd?
Dan Aykroyd
is the best.
Zelensky.
I
I make
think he
carrot
has-
parts for the American working man because that's who I care about.
I think
That's
minus
right.
being
Was
funny
that
as
it?
shit,
Sorry.
he has some of the
Whatever.
best quick monologues in all of his movies.
Oh, dude, Dan
Of
Aykroyd is
all
amazing.
time.
Amazing.
Of all time.
Ian Aykroyd.
Dan
Yeah.
Aykroyd.
Yeah. Gross Point Blank.
Yep. Yeah, when he's on the ground, shot
they're
in the
just- he's talking
kitchen.
about
Yeah.
it's amazing. It's fucking perfect.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Use these to ice down your marbles, dearest Z. God damn it, I fucking love this movie.
Little heavy on the pine tree. Hello there, son, huh?
What is that?
well, you pinned the problem, or what is it?
Yeah.
You pinpoint the problem.
Seen you pinpointed the problem. Now you can, I don't know, something.
Something about getting it,
Something
washing
about
it
it.
off or
Something.
something.
Where to watch Tommy Boy
Have you
right
done that
now?
before? Have you done that?
The horse bath or the actual?
Definitely.
I thought it was a hobo's bath.
That's
either-
probably
either-
a hobo's bath.
either
I feel like
or.
a horse bath
I
could
like
be
that
something
better.
entirely different.
So a horse bath is in the sink.
Yeah.
You're using the sink to
I thought that
wash
was a
your
hobo's
bits.
bath.
I believe the hobo's bath is whatever you can do. Like, hey, it's a thrown away fucking air freshener. Sure, take it.
Yeah, it might just
But-
be
Like
pine
all
tree.
of them.
I
could
call it a
be
hobo's bath when I jump in like the ocean. I call it a hobo's
Oh,
bath.
that would be
Maybe
a hobo's
That's
bath
a
for
hobo's
sure.
fancy bath.
Hobo's all natty bath.
Yeah, got some turbulence, really get you
Right,
clean.
right.
Just to let the wind blow my hair dry.
When the swell's coming in pretty good, you know you're getting
yeah.
clean.
Oh yeah.
It's hitting you. We're watching Tommy
Cheeks
Boy.
open, just throw it into the wind.
Hey, do what you got.
Yeah.
Imagine,
A deep clean. A deep clean.
imagine you're walking down Venice Beach, right?
I'm showering here.
And there's a dude just standing with his ass towards the wake, pulling him spread
People are
open.
walking by and you're just
Right. Hey, he's like, hey, just
Morning.
hands
Yeah.
on his knees, just
Yeah.
like,
Just
don't mind
tanning.
me.
Just
Hey, it's hot out there. It's gotta cool off.
Daddy, what's that boy doing? Don't worry about it, son. He's just freshening up.
Keep on moving.
Keep on moving. We're to watch.
Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here.
We're to watch Tommy Boy. If you have a subscription to HBO Max, but tomorrow or when you're watching this or listening to this podcast, it will
it
be
gone?
just called Max.
Oh, they're changing the name.
The whole thing is
Rebranding?
changing. So Discovery Plus and HBO Max, and I believe one other thing is coming together to make just Max.
Coming full circle. Soon
So do
enough,
I
way
still
back
have
to
to
cable.
pay for?
Meta Max.
So
If
there's
I have Disney Plus and I have HBO Max
There's-
already separately.
We'll have HBO Plus
they're
and
not-
Disney Max.
those are
That's
two
what I
separate
got.
companies.
But you said HBO. You said on Disney.
No, I said Discovery Plus.
Oh, I thought you said Disney.
Sorry, Discovery Plus. If I said Disney Plus, that's not what I meant.
Maybe you didn't.
I
Maybe
don't-
I just heard
I think you heard the
a
plus.
D word.
Yeah, it's
And
Discovery
Plus.
Plus and then HBO Max,
Okay.
and I believe there's other stuff that's coming over with it, but I don't think it's like a specific streaming service.
Already have
But they're
Max.
merging. Yeah, so if you have HBO Max, your subscription's not going to change, but there are different tiers. So if you want like HD, I think it's like $10 a month.
Oh, so standard.
Yeah,
Disney. These nuts.
fucking cocksucker.
You
If you want, if you want the 4K the 4K Max, you got to spend like $20 a month. It's ridiculous. But because I have DirecTV and AT&T, I get it for free still. So I'm kind of happy about that. But I'm gonna be mad when it's not fucking 4K.
I mean, I heard it.
You don't remember this commercial when you were a kid?
D's nuts. Well, I don't know what's this commercial.
It's a Disney commercial. Disney. That's all different ethnicities.
It's different countries and
Yeah,
some
also
say
doing the
Disney, and then at the end, it's a guy saying "These nuts."
Disney. These nuts.
It's the funniest shit you ever. Anyway,
Okay.
sorry.
There's
go ahead, keep going.
there's
I'll
a
stop
very good
interrupting.
YouTube channel that I want you to check out. It's called Defunctland. They did a giant video trying to figure out who made the Disney jingle, because no one knows who. It's like an hour,
He's,
45-minute
dead now,
long.
probably.
It's
He's
actually
dead.
amazing. He goes through all this shit to find like backstage or like behind the scenes videos of people doing like, the Disney fucking the ears and all that. Dude,
You're
there-
watching Disney Channel.
right. There's some crazy shit on there that I think you would like. And also he goes through like theme park rides and a whole bunch of other stuff on his channel. So like Defunctland, get it? Like defunct
I
stuff.
get it.
Yeah. Sorry.
Nice.
Did you know there's a
Hell of a
Thank you.
plug. Hell of a plug.
I'm just trying.
there's a local dog groomer,
Okay.
and like I think they're a mobile groomer. I've seen their signs around in Southern Maryland. The name of the mobile groomer is D's Mutts.
Oh, I know exactly where that is.
And
it's
that's
going.
Genius.
Yeah, it
That's
really
Phil
is.
Falcone's.
So if it's like
That is
235 or something like
hilarious.
that?
Yeah. Hilarious.
Yeah.
I see it all the time now.
If
going
I
to
didn't
Waldorf.
already have a groomer that I used, I would use them just for the name.
I think I'm just gonna
Easily.
go to that person because my dog needs to be groomed. Anyways, besides Max, you can rent it. Google Play, Amazon, Apple TV, Vudu, and Redbox.
I bought it on Amazon. I just bought it. the
You know
other day.
what?
I was like,
I do that every once in a
Why
while.
not? Yeah.
because it's one of those things where I know I'm gonna visit this again.
Yeah.
So it's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I watched it for free on HBO Max.
Yeah, it's on HBO.
well, see, I didn't have it on my iPad. Got the Max at the house. That's my girlfriend's
The Max.
sister's.
Got the Max.
I'm looping from everybody. I pull from
I got
everybody.
Max. Yeah.
She got that Max.
Got that Max. I got it on VHS and DVD. I don't have it on Blu-ray.
Of course.
Should get it on Laserdisc.
He said laser disc.
I should. Maybe.
VHS.
I have,
I have
do have it on
500
VHS.
DVDs that need to go somewhere if anyone wants any. You want them?
Bring them over.
All right.
Also,
All dollar bin shit. So it's like all my kind of.
yeah,
my,
yeah.
You're in my
Cobra.
brain now.
You're in my world.
Yeah, it's nothing but
vertical
like,
limit.
yeah, 100%.
No,
I'm here for
why
it.
Do you,
Vertical
why do you
Limit's
continue
good.
to bring up that movie when we're on?
Vertical Limit?
Demolition Man. Any
Demolition-
90s deep thing you can. I have both of
wanna
in
do
that pile.
What about the three seashells?
There's
Sorry, what?
he doesn't know I use the
He
three
does-
seashells.
No one does.
I have both of the Escape from LA and New York in there too.
Ooh,
in a
Snake
double
Plissken.
fucking double set, son.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Double
It's
set,
deep
son.
in there.
Tommy
Anyways.
Boy is written by Bonnie and Terry Turner. These names sound until you realize they've written? Yeah, that's right. Both Wayne's World 1 and 2, that 70s show, that 80s show, that 90s show, Third Rock from the Sun, amongst a lot of other movies from like SNL, so like Coneheads and stuff like that.
Well, there's Aykroyd again.
What the
right?
fuck is that 80s show?
The newer one.
So that no.
That's the 90s.
That 80s show
Oh.
came out early 2000s, right when that 70s show was ending. It had Glenn Howerton from Always Sunny in Philadelphia. It had, what was that other guy? Some other guy. It was only one season. It's fucking terrible, but also great. Not another teen movie. You remember that?
Yeah.
The main girl in that, she plays,
Jamie Presley.
She's not the main girl.
something,
No, she's not.
she could be my main
That's
girl.
what it's one I focused on.
Hey.
Hey.
you're right. No,
I know you're talking about.
Yeah, yeah,
She's
yeah.
on Grey's Anatomy.
right. She was,
remember her
she was
actually.
the,
Younger sister.
Lexi.
so Glenn Howerton was the main character.
Oh,
she was
the
like the
one that
secondary
the
character.
one they dressed up.
Yeah, she was like
Yeah, yeah.
punk rock and
Low key,
shit.
low key hot. They sneaky
Kyler
hot.
Lee.
Yeah, Kyler Lee. Yep.
Yeah.
She was in that.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
show it's on YouTube if you
Yeah.
want to watch
Yeah,
it.
I'm like,
What is it? You got it up to date?
Hmm?
You guys said you got an up to date picture. I'm just curious.
No, it was a Grey's Anatomy
Oh.
picture.
Mm,
I mean, she's still pretty attractive.
I mean, I'm sure.
Not Janie Brace with her paint covered overalls and her glasses.
Janie Briggs got a gun.
She's got a gun.
I take her on a nice dinner date.
Never call her again. I want to say we covered Not Another Teen Movie, I think, on like our third episode here. It is due for a re-review, like
think a lot of
couple
these-
other movies on here with the new crew, if you will. Not Another Teen Movie is one of my favorite movies ever because it's genius with how it portrays the movies of the time.
Yeah.
And that movie holds up better than the movies they're parodying.
Sure.
Same with Scary
Exactly.
Movie.
I would
Tropic
watch
Thunder
that
needs to happen.
over
That's what I'm saying.
watching that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
We should do
recent.
Tropic Thunder, but the
Director. Or the commentary.
The commentary
Totally
one.
not-
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
break character to the DVD commentary.
It's a recent picture.
Oh
she-
yeah,
I
for
mean, she's
sure.
pretty lady.
For sure.
Yeah.
Top dollar
That's
restaurant. I don't know
pretty.
what one.
Top
Wally.
dollar.
Olive Garden, what?
You got any tips?
Outback.
You got any Outback? Hey, baby, you want to go out with me for a blooming onion?
I'll get you a blooming onion.
Extra sauce.
Yeah, try
Extra
to get
sauce.
some of this blooming onion.
Jesus Christ. All right.
She just did a Hallmark movie.
Old Steely
Everybody
Dave
does.
just
All
out
downhill
tanning his
since once you're
butthole eating
Hallmark.
blooming onions.
Tommy Boy was directed by Peter Siegel. He's also directed Nutty Professor 2, Anger Management, 50 First Dates, and The Longest Yard.
Are we sure it's not Peter Segal?
The newer one with Sandler,
Should be.
that shit was great.
Yeah, it really was.
It was
one?
phenomenal.
What?
50,
Longest
Longest
Yard.
Yard.
Oh yeah.
Also,
I watch
that
every
was
time
the
it's on.
that was
Yeah,
the
it's
movie
great.
that Monica actually like went back from plastic surgery and then looked good.
She looked kind of wild in that movie.
She didn't go. She hadn't really done much yet.
Like
then.
bunch of
Whatever.
actors.
Maybe it was after, but she
Also,
looked good.
Nelly,
her name is
Joey
Courtney.
Diaz.
Yeah.
What did I say, Monica?
Can of
That's
corn,
the
I'll be
name of all the
fine. Corn.
Yeah, that's
You
how I.
assholes better not cut me.
You always protect your McNuggets. He says.
What's a tree out? It's a try, you dumb fat bitch.
Also, Stone Cold being in that movie.
Yeah.
Bill Goldberg being in
He's
that
got it.
movie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Kevin
classic.
Nash is in that movie, and he's the fucking cheerleader.
Yeah. Where'd they
It's
get
so
that
good.
lineup for all those guys?
It was half with WWE when they
That's
did
what
it
I'm
because
saying.
also the Great Khali's in it. There's 2 other guys I think that are in it too that
Who
were
is
like
that? Is
big.
I know like mainstream
Nelly's in
wrestling.
it.
Yeah.
Is he the big Spanish? Who's the big
yeah.
Spanish
That's-
guy? Okay,
that's
that's okay.
Greg
I was making sure.
Was that when they were trying to do XFL too? Is that
I
why
think
they
so.
were merged?
Yeah,
I think
probably.
so.
What was He Hate Me or whatever was on the back of that one dude's jersey? That's all I remember from the original XFL.
Well, I don't even
Chris
remember.
Tucker? Chris Rock.
Chris Rock's in
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
He dies.
Half a star.
Spoilers.
He doesn't just die.
I'm
He
gonna
is
slit your
murdered.
throat, watch the dust pour out.
He gets blown up.
He's murdered.
He is murdered.
What did you get my maniacal ass?
But it wasn't supposed to be him.
Right. It was supposed to be.
It was
yeah,
supposed to be Sandler.
yeah. Right.
It was a toilet bomb.
Toilet bomb. I want to say something about Adam Sandler in that movie in particular. He's a great actor.
Yeah.
Like
Oh, yeah.
that movie, even though it's a comedy movie, he's doing some really good stuff in that movie to like be a piece of shit, then not want to be not a piece of shit, and then not being a piece of shit.
Mhm.
Who
He also looked good in that movie.
who's the one
He
that looks
He
like
was in
Stone
good
Cold but
shape in
isn't
that
Stone
movie.
Cold?
For him, like he just.
Brian something.
Yeah,
I know who you're
kinda
talking about.
well, the one that goes to Nelly and just drops the N bomb
yeah,
like
yeah.
10
Oh no,
times.
that's Steve Austin.
yeah,
That's Stone Cold.
that I was
What?
I remember being young and being uncomfortable as shit.
He was probably uncomfortable doing it.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
but he
like,
was like
That whole library scene.
he was
Yeah.
stone
Yeah.
cold faced.
Yeah.
I mean,
Straight like fucking. Hey, it made me uncomfortable.
give me a hell yeah. Another beer. Another whiskey. What? Sorry. I have to do my Stone Cold. Rated PG-13 for sex-related humor, some drug content, and nudity. Oh, what
There's
is
nudity?
is there nudity? in
There's
it?
butts.
Oh no, the girl
The
jumping
girl, she
into.
gets-
I
Well,
mean,
that's like a far shot.
You don't really see.
but
Speaking of no one's looking.
oh,
Hit someone over the head with that hammer there.
I just want to hurt him, not kill him.
God damn
I
it!
just don't even
I
understand
finally could
what she
fucking
was
bounce some
doing.
quotes off of it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there you go.
All the
way
windows
better.
are facing.
it's
the
only been
pole.
me and you for the most part.
And
Richard-
you were already in a bathing suit. Why did you need to get naked?
Because she wanted to
what?
feel the water on her
On her
body.
skin? Are you kidding? That's
On
not a
her.
real thing.
Has anyone here been to jail before?
Only.
I know
only a nighter.
someone I'm looking at. No
It's
one can tell who
fucking
I'm looking
terrible.
at.
Yeah, I only did my nighter.
I went for 2 days, Tara, for stealing a fucking Barbie scooter at Kmart.
Did you poop?
Did you poop?
In jail?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Say, hold
no.
that sucker. Shut it down.
I did.
Shut it down.
I did go in to take a piss, and it was in the shower area, and it was funny being a bigger gentleman. There was like one other dude there, it was probably my size. I walked in there, and I'm like, walking in, I have like whatever shoes they give you. I walk in, and there's like 3 dudes in there.
Yeah.
They all cleared the room, and I was like, wait, hold on.
You need a squirrel master. In
Yeah.
there.
Oh, I think they were intimidated.
Anybody else get that reference?
You know,
Gatekeeper?
Squirrel master.
No, I don't know. What is that?
Half baked.
Oh, Jesus. That'd be a good movie. Have we done that?
We have not.
that's a good one.
It has my.
I wanted
was
to do
talking
it
to him.
in April for some reason, but that didn't.
Two of the
happen.
most funny parts in any movies was the one you. So Black Sheep,
Yeah.
where he's falling down the hill. I've cried
Yes.
so many times. Second one is hold on. I was just thinking about it, but I got caught up in him rolling down the hill, and I forgot about it.
What the hell was that?
Hot rod
But no, it was about what we were just talking about. But I'll come back. I'll figure it
in
out.
the shower.
You're gonna try to spark this, but it's not gonna happen because it just went floop. Just went ploop.
One of the best parts about him falling down the hill is he still gets up and puts the ballot in the mailbox, and he's like,
So
slams
good.
it shut.
So fucking good.
Stay strong, little roots.
So fucking good.
Thank you.
Good old Chris Farley.
Oh my God.
Speaking of Chris Farley, this
Oh,
movie
Christ.
is starring Chris Farley as Tommy, David Spade as Richard, Rob Lowe as Paul, which is also an uncredited role for him. We'll get into that later. Bo Derek is Beverly, Dan Aykroyd is Zelensky, and Brian Dennehy is Big Tom.
How many lows could a Rob Lowe rob if Rob Lowe robbed Lowe's?
17.
The clip you're
Never heard that
showing
before?
where he's eating the French fries and putting the ketchup in his mouth. I can hear you getting fatter. Just the one-liners, man. So good.
He can rob Milo.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm
He was,
sure.
a, he was,
I'm
he
sure
was a
he's
bad
good
boy
there.
and Tommy Boy too. He was a little badass.
He pisses on the fucking electric shit.
Clean that.
I feel like especially like back in the day, Rob Lowe. Does anyone else feels like he was like the Wish.com Robert Downey?
I get what you're saying, but I feel like Rob
Like-
Lowe was a big deal, but then
I'm not
wasn't.
saying he wasn't,
Like
but
when
like
he was on drugs, Robert Downey. Like you're saying that
Like-
old Rob Lowe evolved into new Downey.
Have you
that what you're
seen
telling
St.
me?
Elmo's
No.
Fire? Like, come
I'm-
on.
Are you talking
Yes, I
Rob
have.
Lowe from like Youngblood?
I'm talking both. I'm
He was a
talking.
stud in
Ooh.
Youngblood.
I'm
Like,
talking both old Rob Lowe, old Downey.
Okay.
I'm just saying I feel like Rob Lowe is like the Wish.com of Downey.
He's not as
Of
bad.
RDJ.
He's not as bad as
Yeah.
I
They
get- I
also
get
kind of
that.
look a little similar too.
Then you got Johnny Depp just being Johnny Depp
He's in a
in the
class of
90s.
his own.
He is. He really
Yeah,
is.
he's a fucking space cadet.
I want to say something. I feel like Johnny Depp's voice currently is
Oh,
fake.
yeah,
I think it's
sounds
fake.
like-
I haven't
he
heard
sounds
him
like
talk other than the trial clips.
Just like that.
Yeah,
He's
John
literally like,
talks like this.
well,
He's like-
I'm Johnny Depp. No, you know why?
He's like full in his own persona. Just
Right, like,
big old
You guys ever seen
ball of cocaine.
the clip of that one
Yeah,
awards
I drank
show?
it.
you
where
ever worn a fucking
Michael
fake
Jackson-
nose for 3 years? Sorry.
Michael Jackson
Oh my
goes
God,
to
I
like an
forgot that
accept an
was him.
award, and they're like, he forgot
Oh,
that he
I
talks.
saw it.
Because he
my
goes,
sister.
he's like, well, he like
Shot through the
changes his
neck.
voice. So then people were like, is Michael Jackson faking his voice this whole time?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, everything
Oh,
about Michael
100%.
Jackson was completely fake.
He was
It's
just trying to be.
showbiz.
He was trying to be a boy.
Yeah.
That's exactly what that was. I'm not a fucking psychologist, but I can put.
I ain't no scientist.
I've been halved.
They said it was the worst case that anybody has ever seen. Someone being half with a machete.
Someone being a halved. Speak English, doc. We ain't scientists.
That was a good one.
I've lost my sense of smell.
One of the most quotable
Smell that
movies.
shit,
by
baby.
accident.
Any person
He needs more blankets
and less blankets at the same time.
Oh my God.
Anyways, go ahead. We fucking I'll quote that shit all fucking
Paul's
day.
a big fat cunt.
My
You
favorite.
expand your mind to play the theremin.
I am the leader of the band.
I need 10,000 didgeridoos.
That whole Beatles scene is one of my favorite things in almost any.
If you
Howard-
can-
Paul's a big fan.
like, yeah.
Imagine.
I mean,
Paul
also
Rudd.
Paul
I
Rudd.
can't build you a candy house. It'll melt in the sun.
Unless you can open your mind
Oh,
and learn how to play
man.
the fucking theremin. Sorry, I love that
That's a
movie
good
as well.
one.
It's a good. You know,
They
You know who-
are habit forming.
I've never seen so many. Like I remember that being one of the first movies where it was like full frontal dude penis.
Oh yeah, and multiple
and
times.
unrated.
not like flashed either. Like
It's
literally
right
just,
there.
and
It's
just,
right there.
It's just hanging.
Usually there's a setup
Yeah.
But
for
there's
like
not.
it's gonna let you know that
Nope.
there's gonna be some like just balls and wiener. You
Just
like know
maniacs.
the vibe, right?
Yeah.
But no, he just goes to open a door casually. That it's just an orgy, and the dude that opens it just opens his full door with his dick out.
No. He's on the phone. He's
and
on
that
the
guy
phone.
stands right next to his head.
Right,
his dick
and he's
is
like,
right
"Hey man,
there.
you want anything?" He's like,
No, man,
"No, hey, what's up?"
no, man, I'm good.
Also,
Anyways.
you know who has hands?
What do you mean, like in
Chris
The
Carlin.
devil, and he
Oh.
uses them for homes.
Jesus Christ!
I thought you were trying to do a segue.
No.
So I was
do
like,
it.
Chris Carlin?
That's a good
The ways that make us feel good.
Here's my segue. Tommy Boy, runtime, 97 minutes.
Beautiful,
Perfect. Hour and a half.
Yep.
beautiful.
You can come in my back
Somebody
door.
Somebody made, I think Joe Barrick made this comment the other day on Facebook, and he said, in the 90s, all movies were an hour and a half. What's with all these fucking long movies today? And I wanted to say something on there like, what movies were you watching? Because all hour and a half movies are still comedies.
Yeah.
Same in the 90s. Have you seen Saving Private Ryan? Have you seen
Saving Ryan
Sparta, 4-hour
Sparta?
movie.
Have-
4-hour movie.
Muda? I like
4-hour
that.
movie.
I was going to say Shawshank
Rocket,
Redemption.
rocket, pop.
Yeah, there's plenty of like notable long fucking movies.
Yeah, but I don't
Forrest Gump.
But if that's on
Gladiator?
TBS, you're not watching.
Pa-
But if
Patriot?
Tommy Boy's on
Titanic
TBS,
was
you're
so
gonna
long.
The
watch.
fucking
Patriot?
movie. Yeah,
That was like
Patriot.
3 hours long.
Look,
Patriot.
aim small, miss small. One of the best lines of all
You're right.
time.
The
that
Rock?
scene. Oh yeah. Oh, when it goes home and fucks the prom queen.
That was Sean Connery, right?
Yep.
And then
Yeah,
immediately after he was like, she was the prom queen. I was like, I
I
feel like a man right
Yeah.
now.
My
So
God.
speaking of that movie, I watched this video the other day, and it was from another podcast that was reviewing The Rock, right? And they go, "Hey, remember?
Makeup. That's what.
It's all the makeup you're wearing tonight." They said, "Hey, remember the scene where Sean Connery and them are breaking into The Rock, and they show him going under the flaming fucking whatever you want to call it thing, the furnace."
Sure, it was amazing.
right? He
He's
goes
just
through that.
going back. I don't remember if it was this or this, and
Sure.
the count. Yeah, yeah.
He goes through that, then he comes back and opens the door and says, "Welcome to the Rock." Right? Why the fuck would he have to have gone underneath the furnace if he just opened the door from the inside of the fucking place?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a James Bond movie.
It is
Supposedly.
100%.
Yeah.
There's a lot of you can look it up, YouTube it. There's a lot of
Being
corollaries.
James
Corollaries?
Bond fanatic, he was super butthurt
Yes.
when he got let go of that shit, and that he did never say never again. And then this movie popped up later.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's a British. It's literally parallel as fuck.
It is. So there's a bunch of different. Are you all right?
Yeah, my
Sure.
eyes watering.
My right one is. That's really
There you
weird.
go. It's the room. There.
I'm crying from all the abuse.
Wait, is it from your left eye
Jesus
and your
Christ.
right eye?
Yeah, it's weird.
There's something going on over here.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Okay. It's the Jack
You guys
Daniels
already
bottle.
synced up? Is that what's going on?
Oh Jesus!
It is the 23rd.
Yeah, 23. What's the moon at today?
It's the 22nd.
No,
Oh
so
my
there,
God, I got too much air.
so there's years that like when James Bond apparently got locked up in the movies to the year that they say he gets locked up in The Rock to when he releases and all this stuff. There's so many things that like people have gone, yo, this is really James Bond in The Rock.
I don't know specifically the time frame because they don't
Right.
explain any of those. I mean, Roger, they're all different. I think they're just 007 is just
Well, I think James Bond is
someone that gets the name.
Yeah,
right.
It doesn't matter who the
That's
fuck
the new
it is.
title. You step in.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah,
right.
you're now 007.
Right, you're James Bond, but
Yeah.
that's not a real person.
Yeah.
James.
I like Roger Moore. Roger Moore's it's because it was the fight scenes reminded me
Okay.
of like old Star Trek. He's
That
also
was
the
classic Roger Moore. Yeah.
He was like also the most like suave. Like he'd walk up to the ladies and it's comical. He'd pick up the ladies in these. If
I
you ever
think-
get a chance to watch the old
I
one,
think my favorite James Bond is Austin Powers.
let's
be real.
100%.
the funny.
Play on.
Well, okay. I just think he could slot right in.
Popped up to say hello and then goes back down below.
Spectacles, while
Hold
it's
him up.
much.
I still do that. I still
You got to, you got to.
Anyways,
My mojo. Tommy Boy was released on March 31st, 1995.
What did you do?
It's the whole fucking movie.
It's your fault. You put the clip up there.
How much gas you bought? They're out of gas. Gotta go to the next station. Just opens the door.
What did you do?
I love how he
That's
just
one of
leaves
the
it.
funniest parts.
It
It's
is.
so simple. What did you do?
Then that whole time too, Spade's in there arguing with the gas attendant.
He's like, you have the wrong
"You need to get me a
state,
map."
or you're in the wrong state.
You got to.
It's 20 miles that
I know
way.
I know
Do
they
you see
worked
how
together
easy that was?
for a while before this, but I feel like this is like you can see them falling in love as friends.
The bromance is.
The
Oh, Spade and
bromance
Farley.
happens in this one. It feels like.
I got some good fun facts later,
Yeah.
and it goes directly against that.
Oh, did they fucking hate each other?
We'll find out later in Steve's fun facts of the
Professional
week.
anyways,
Oh.
setting it up.
Well, maybe off camera because he's a lot. Like Farley's a lot off camera. Like
Oh,
he's a lot.
Oh,
he's a
well,
lot.
he
of
always
Was
person.
this like
was,
this
yeah.
like fucking drugged out Farley?
No,
This was right before
At
that.
this point,
Okay.
no.
yeah. You got it. Okay, Sean Pastanowitz. Not calling him out.
Sure.
I love Sean, but he reminds me of Chris Farley, where he's on 100% of the time. And depending on the person you are, you can either be like, "Yo, dude, hell yeah, I love you," or "You're a little too much right now."
Yeah.
He got here. I had to drive him home the other day. From
Yeah,
the
and I
show.
bet you're like, "Hey,
he
guy,
got he got a little inebriated, like
Yeah.
hilarious. And we get done, and he's just dancing with someone randomly, and I look away. I back. He's fallen. he's on the
I've fallen
ground.
and I can't get up."
I turn away and I come back. He comes to talk to me, and every time I try to say something, I'd be like, "Hey, Sean." He'd be like, "Hey, Sean." And he's like mocking me for like 30 minutes, and then on the way home, Barrick's riding bitch princess,
Yeah.
and then Sean's playing with his neck rolls in his hat the whole way home.
Again.
And Barrick's like, "I'm gonna beat your ass."
It's funny the first couple times,
Right.
but he
That was-
doesn't.
Oh, we were done.
Yeah.
5 minutes in.
That's
And
what
then
I'm saying.
Dude, we fucking get home, and I want to go walk him around to help him out of the car. He opens the door, and he throws fucking leaves and dirt at me in the fucking front seat. And he's like,
So we had similar experiences this week.
yeah, sure.
Was that the same night?
No, this
It was
was
Ocean City.
Was that
this-
Faggers?
No, we did a private party 2 weekends ago.
Oh, I thought you were
okay.
saying this
Sean got
weekend.
lit because someone fed him Rumple
Rumplemints.
Mints.
Rumplemints.
What's that? Oh, and Goldschlager.
Ooh,
Sean's
Gold-
like, "Oh,
That
I drank
still
this in college,"
exists?
which was was the first line
First
I knew this was
mistake.
going downhill. He's like, "I drank this in college."
Goldschlager is the reason I can't drink Fireball because I drank too much Goldschlager in college.
Shit's gross.
My entire stomach is just coated in gold right now. I can't get around it.
What's that? Because in Super Bad, it wasn't a Gold Slick.
Gold Slick.
Gold
That's what they called it, Gold
Super-
Slick, because
Yeah,
they
yeah.
couldn't do
Right,
Gold
Super Bad.
Slugger. Yep, Super Bad.
Can I get some Kyle's Killer Lemonade?
A 6-pack.
Okay, that sounds pretty gay, but all right, I'll get it.
Sir, did you do this?
No. Oh, spermicidal lube.
Funny thing about my bag, it's located on my cock. Sorry. All right, box office that week. The top 10.
So you do want me to get you some? You don't?
Okay,
You don't,
I get
you
it,
want me to get it? You don't.
People don't forget. Yeah, you got a brother, man.
People don't forget.
You got a brother.
You like Jimmy.
Yeah, you look just like him.
Are you a
Hey,
singer?
you want some cocaine? Yeah.
Sing for me.
I'm crying.
The fucking when they pan to that guy and he's in it while he's singing
Oh, yeah.
shittily gets me every time.
He's just like,
He's like shaking.
with you. Yeah, that's great.
I'm pretty sure he's not even saying
Yeah,
words.
yeah.
I
Freaks
think
out.
some of those times he's not even saying, like Michael Cera. He's just
Right.
like,
With you.
God damn it, man.
I
just watched that the
miss
other day.
I miss the Michael Cera era of him being in everything
Yeah.
with Seth Rogen for some reason, and then it just went away.
Seth
Come back.
Rogen. Do you mean Jonah Hill?
No.
Oh yeah, he was with a lot of Seth Rogen.
Yeah.
And when he was in This Is the End and he slapped Rihanna's ass.
Oh my God.
Wasn't
she
he
just
supposed to be
turned
like a
around.
main character in that? Wasn't he supposed to be, but he was too old? I remember reading something about.
So Superbad
Yeah.
is
Hit us with some.
Evan Goldberg and Seth Rogen. That's them writing their first movie together.
Yeah.
This is
Okay, yeah.
real. They are Seth and Evan in the
Yeah.
movie, right?
Mm.
So Seth Rogen, Evan
Yeah.
Goldberg, Seth and Evan.
Yeah.
You know,
Yep.
So this is their whole thing. Now,
Yeah.
obviously, he can't star in it being in high school when he's
Exactly.
looking like fucking
They're just
Seth
too fucking old.
Rogen. You know. So I still think that's a cool fucking thing for them to do. And you know what? Like, you can look and say, I don't like Seth Rogen. But that's
I like
such a
Seth Rogen.
it's such a cool story for him to be who he is and like to continue what he's doing.
You're a bitch.
There's
Hormones.
have you ever fuck you hormones, not you hormones. But what I'm saying, like, look at his story and in life, like he's a success and he there's nothing like he's ever done that's shitty or out there or like even with James Franco, like, yo, hey, sorry guy, you were a piece of shit. I'm
Oh
distancing
yeah, he
myself.
did. Yeah.
There was a show called Undeclared. I've talked about this once or twice on the podcast. It was with who's my guy? Skinny guy. We talked about him before. I always forget his fucking name. Goon. Halifax.
Sean
Oh,
Jay
Jay.
Jay Baruchel.
Jay
yeah.
Baruchel.
Jay Baruchel.
Canadian.
So he's the main character in
Comma
Undeclared.
Canadian.
Right. He's the main character in Undeclared. It's also got Charlie Hunnam. How do you say his last name?
Hunnam.
Hunnam, is that it?
Yeah.
Sure. From Sons of Anarchy and from your favorite movie, fucking with the robots, Pacific Rim.
Yeah.
So he's in that too, and it's all these people trying to find like their.
It's
you know,
great. It's
it is.
fucking giant robots eat my ass.
Exactly.
I'm not going there for the fucking plot.
Slut me out.
Yeah, I don't go to Godzilla for the fucking plot.
I want to
Who's
see a
doing that?
giant goddamn lizard wreck
they
a city.
blew a nuclear bomb up on me. He absorbed it. It was
Right.
fucking. It was dope.
I hated Battleship until I watched it.
Exactly.
And I'm like, okay, this fucks.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about.
It's terrible, but I'm
It's
here
so
for it.
terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Sometimes you gotta turn your brain off and just be like, "This is tight."
Yeah. Like when
I
they
wanna
get-
see
they
shit
get the
blow
old
up.
guys help them out.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, oh.
You have to know when you're going in to watch these movies that you're not going in
Yeah,
for
it's not for quality.
something deep. Yeah.
Right. G7.
You
Hit.
sunk it.
You're right. Anyway, so Undeclared, you can see Seth Rogen. He's a background character, but he's there, and you can see him developing into like what he was. Or if you look at Freaks and Geeks, he was on that with Jason Segel and like all these other people. And
Love him too.
That's an old one. Wow.
Seagull.
yeah. So I mean, that was like kind of almost same era. It was I think right after, and it was Judd Apatow wrote and directed Undeclared. So if you're in that same feeling of those movies, dude, check that show out. It might be hard to find, but you can find it.
I really like Jason Segel.
Well,
And I like him even more after
Tommy boy.
watching
Tommy Boy.
Shrinking.
Shrinking. That's it. I was gonna be like Shrinked. It's not
That
Shrinked.
show
Shrinking's really good.
was so fucking like 10 out of 10.
I think I have 2 episodes left.
10 out of 10. You haven't finished it yet?
Look, I have
Why
so
you
many
yelling?
I
shows.
haven't even started it.
He's the one who got me into
Yeah.
the show.
I have so many shows
we
and
have
so
noise
many
gates on these?
movies. Oh, we do. That trust me, especially her, Mike.
He's joking, but he's not.
She's
The noise gates are the same across the board.
You do
French fry.
feel very
What?
adamant about things in the best way possible.
It's the passion. It's
Exactly.
The passion.
It's the hair, because it's fiery.
Like a French fry.
French fry.
Like a French fry.
So anyway,
Early 2000s.
top 10 that week. The top 10 in the box office. We're going to get through all of that until the top
You gotta
3.
get past me first.
Then we're going to guess the top 3. So, number 10, what Tara wants to be in right now, a tank girl. She wants to be in a tank.
That was a weird movie.
That was also a weird joke.
I tried.
He's just trying to make this
didn't
move
like it.
forward.
I think-
That's all he's doing.
Well, you can name it Fury. Does that help?
Mm-hmm.
That's where I am right now.
Yeah.
That's where I'm
That's
sitting
what I
right now.
figured.
Also, put me in a tank with Brad Pitt and Shia LaBeouf. Yes.
Yep, they die.
Also,
I mean, I'll exit the tank.
That's
I only,
right.
I only
I'll
need a
get
little
out
bit.
alive.
I only need a little bit.
speaking of another person I think is faking their voice, Shia LaBeouf lately. Have you heard his voice?
Mm-hmm.
Just like Johnny Depp. Hey, this is what I'm talking right now.
He also talks like kind of
I think that's how he talks. It's just
slimy.
I think
Brad
his
Pitt.
demeanor has changed.
Brad
Like-
Pitt has not changed the way he talks for 30 years, but
No.
yet Johnny Depp and him,
Kind of his voice gotten deeper. Something that happens even
But you know
after.
what?
Gorlamy.
But you know what? Johnny Depp and
Gorlamy.
Shia have also
say
both
it
been
again
like
for me one more time. Gorlamy.
intense actors too, and like method
Sure.
and stuff. So like maybe that's just like
Probably lost in the sauce, dude.
Yeah, maybe.
100%. He went off the deep end.
Yeah.
there was an interview. Carrick actually was just watching it. And
Your boyfriend, Carrick?
Yeah.
Sorry.
My roommate and it was Shia, and I can't
be
remember
held
what the
responsible.
podcast was, but it was
Hiding in the
it's
bush, it's
another
Shia
actor,
LaBeouf.
and he I think he was in The Punisher.
Oh yeah, John or
Thomas Jane?
no, I know
Which
I
Punisher?
know
The first
I know the
Punisher?
pod you're talking about.
Oh,
Keeping it
oh,
I know a movie I'm
real
thinking.
ones, right? Isn't
Okay.
that-
You're talking about
Sorry.
yeah, exactly.
Noise gate.
But he has a podcast.
John Berthenol,
Bernshaw.
something like that.
Something like that.
But
Berthenol.
Shia was on
Just in case
it,
I
and it
forget,
was
remember
actually
Punisher.
really
Just in case I
good.
Yeah,
forget.
Oh, I got
deep.
it.
He
You
gets
know
deep.
exactly. I'm
Yeah.
not fucking Pate, don't you? Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
that
yeah.
one was, and he really like because he started talking about like
Wait,
when
have we
he
done
was
it
in
before?
rehab and like
I
the,
know it's
like
your
his
thinking.
wife and the mother of his child that he's with now, like
Thoughts and the moles.
he starts talking about how she was the reason he gets where he is now. Like because he was like there was no reason for anybody to love me at that point. Like
Right.
there was no reason
I still love you.
for
Tara.
me to have I'm done.
French fry.
I do love you. Why are you fucking getting so? God damn it.
God damn it. Number 9. This is how old this movie is.
You know
Are
what?
ready? Oh shit. Okay, here we go. It's gonna
I
get
was
real.
not lying when I said that.
Fuck, she got you. Number 9.
It makes
Mac
my
and cheese.
butthole
Mac and
I'm like, oh.
Okay. Tommy Boy does not feel like an old movie to me. I know it is, but it doesn't feel like
Because it feels like
or
you're
it-
at home
the
when you
one
watch
that you're
it, man.
is
It
because
feels-
the one
feels
you're about to say
like
is,
it lives
feels
with you.
old.
right.
Okay.
Number
I
9.
was wondering why you were saying that.
Pulp Fiction.
Wow. Whoa, that's weird.
Right?
But it's also shot like
It's shot to be old, but
Yeah.
Pulp Fiction feels old to me because
For
I
sure.
remember in 95 or whenever, I've
This
knew
was,
about
what was
it.
this 95, 96?
Yes.
yeah, 'cause I thought
It
Pulp
was
Fiction was easy
March
80s.
31st,
Yeah. So
that makes
95.
sense.
Like late 80s.
I
Yeah.
thought it was 90s.
It was
I think
90s.
that's-
Well,
obviously.
It obviously is. It's
Yeah,
obvious.
well, I'm
But
saying
I
didn't
remember-
miss fucking. Never mind.
God,
I remember
open
that
your ear
being-
holes.
My butt.
Still.
I remember it being like this is the big movie of that summer and I can't watch it because it's for old people. And maybe that's why I feel
Like
like
grown-ups.
yeah, so maybe that's why I feel like that movie feels older.
Yeah. Pulp Fiction did change my life though.
Sure.
I'm sure it did a lot of people's, but
Another
Motherfucker.
great, yeah, I was about to say
Old-
another
everybody's-
solid monologue. You know, I like my mon. That's a fucking good one.
Number 8, Man of the House.
Tim Allen?
Probably not.
That's the one where his son is like a
Is that the one with JTT? No.
Fa-
Wait, no, that's not. That's I'll Be Home for Christmas.
Favorite
Oh, no,
Tim
no.
Allen. Favorite Tim Allen movie. Favorite. Go ahead.
I mean, it's
Off the
Jungle to
cuff.
Jungle. I mean,
No, it's Chevy
I was
Chase.
thinking Gone to the Jungle.
It is.
Jungle to
It is
Jungle.
JTT,
Whatever.
but it's
oh, it's Chevy Chase.
Chevy Chase.
Okay.
Dude.
So, all right. I mean,
I have the other
I was
movie I
way
didn't
off.
pick. What the fuck?
write them down.
Oh well, now you don't.
I had
know.
both of them.
No, you're gonna forget.
Just remember Tim Allen. Just remember
Okay.
that for me.
All
You
right,
got
all
the
right.
better memory. My
love
memory
Tim
is
Allen.
garbage. So
I
I'm
mean-
gonna use Steve.
My memory is
Allen-
garbage with things like that
But
I've
not
done,
stuff like this.
but with
Yep.
catalogs, I'm good.
Sure.
Tim
Dream-
Allen.
Dreamcatcher.
I've
for
said
me.
this on this show before, but like I want to say it again because Josh is here, just because
Sure.
he knew my dad
Sure.
growing up.
He
with
knows your dad.
Tim
because your dad is
Allen-
not in past tense.
has always been
Ray.
Yes,
Yeah.
like that is Ray. Like especially old Tim Allen, like on Home Improvement, like that is Ray.
I think that was everybody's kind of dad too, growing up though.
No,
like
you don't
even
understand.
well, like I thought my dad was Tim Allen as well. You know, like I feel like you kind of because you're in that age group, you put your dad's qualities on him. Because,
Agreed.
Yeah.
I
But
feel
my
like
dad did walk around the house literally going, oh. like, he was.
If
like,
Hank Hill wasn't like a country bumpkin,
I'll tell you what, boy.
I think,
Hank Hill.
and had a little bit more of like
God damn it, Bobby.
like a comedy, like a
Sure.
little funny thing. I think that's your dad. I was thinking about this the other day when I drove past his house, and he was just standing out there.
without a shirt, just
He was just chilling, just standing there.
Oh my God, I'm going to bust.
pocket sand. So
Pocket say is the best attack.
I get what you're saying.
You know, like a, just,
Yeah,
the
he needs
way
a
his-
mustache
the-
and a mullet, but yeah,
he's
you
just
take out the
locked in
solid-
as
yeah,
the
yeah.
human that he is, and that the style of being a human.
I think my favorite bit from King of the Hill is when he's trying to take the cap off the WD-40, and he grabs a smaller can of WD-40 and sprays it with WD-40 to take the cap off the WD-40.
the best bit is when Bobby's becoming a ventriloquist.
Oh,
and
shit.
He's practicing in his room, and Hank walks in. And he's like, "Oh, get your hand on that doll's ass."
I just remember hating his sister, so I was like, I fucking hate, and the wife too. I didn't watch King of the Hill that much. I watched Malcolm in the Middle because that was on like the same
Chastity, she's
time.
White trash.
I love that
You look like Malcolm in the
the
Middle.
audio from that show like blew up on TikTok where they're like trying to teach him like confidence and stuff.
Okay.
And it's like, that's my purse. Like, she's like, it
so
became,
I don't know you.
Yeah.
I don't know you.
It became viral again on TikTok. People are like doing like videos to that audio, and it's so funny.
That is funny. Speaking of funny, probably not. Number 7, Circle of Friends.
I don't even know what that
Oh,
is.
I have no idea.
Cool. Number 6.
My job.
Are you gonna look it up?
Yeah,
Okay.
Just keep going. Watch you.
Number
look at-
6, Mariel's Wedding.
I know
Don't
what
know
that
what
one
that
is.
is.
I do know what that one is.
Do you? Who's in
Yeah.
it? Probably like
Oh, this is
sorry,
Chris
Circle of Friends.
O'Donnell and
Chris
Minnie
O'Donnell.
Driver.
Minnie. You know what? Minnie
Chris-
Driver's
Robin? Chris
yeah,
O'Donnell?
Yep,
Yeah,
Robin.
yep.
Minnie Driver. I kind of
Robin.
miss being in things. You brought up the movie she was in earlier. Fucking with not Travolta. Fucking Zelensky on the floor there. Aykroyd.
Oh, Grosse Point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Minnie Driver's in that.
Yeah,
and she's
yeah.
great.
She's
I feel
the
like
radio.
yeah.
That I love quick moving lines like that. Movie's fucking phenomenal.
It is really good. That was one of those movies I didn't want to watch, and then I watched and I went, yeah,
It's dope.
that's
It's got
like-
action.
Yep.
It's fast. It's
Yep.
witty. It's
You
got
know
a
whose
cool
wedding
soundtrack.
is-
It's dope
Yep.
as fuck.
Yep. Even
To-
high
Toni
fidelity's
Collette.
on it too. Ooh, I
Yeah.
like Toni Collette.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Miro's wedding. Toni
Okay.
Collette.
Number 5
Hereditary. Toni Collette.
in the top 10 for its 39th week.
Oh, it's a big one.
Forrest Gump.
Oh,
Oh, my
fucking
God.
classic.
39 weeks.
Classic.
I've loved Tom Hanks since.
That's more than half
Since
a year.
Forrest
That's over half a year.
Someone just fart.
No.
Wasn't me.
I swear to God, I just heard a
May
fart.
have been the chair.
That definitely
it.
could have been a chair because
It's a
You
fucking
good, Tara?
fart.
Anyways,
Could be.
Forrest Gump.
These chairs are old.
I'm asking. Jesus.
These chairs are old. But yeah, I mean, Forrest Gump.
no, I am not.
look at today's climate, right? You have movies that have come out in theaters and within a
Climate
month.
spells.
Jeez.
Within a month, these movies are on streaming services
Yeah.
or
Same
available for
week.
digital. Yeah.
Shit.
I mean, some of them I get, but like others, like what the fuck? Like the new Evil Dead was in theaters literally
Still haven't seen that shit.
3 weeks ago. It's now on my Plex because it's already out on streaming.
Isn't Mario out too? Didn't I
Mario
see something
too,
about
yeah.
that? Yeah.
It's on my Plex as well.
Sorry, I ruined your Black Panther party.
I think it ruined me, and I never understood this. But
It's one of my favorites.
her having AIDS
Yeah,
or whatever it might be,
yeah.
and
It's
it's
AIDS.
fucked
It's
up.
AIDS.
It's fucked up.
It's
Jenny,
AIDS. They don't
Jenny
say
is,
it,
is a
but-
terrible fucking
Yeah,
person.
it's
Oh, the
it's
worst.
fucked
Yeah.
up.
She's definitely the villain of that story
Oh yeah,
for sure.
So weird.
Sure. And like
Makes me
he's
mad.
got a kid.
But you know
not.
what?
Yeah.
Is he smart or is he like me?
Dude, but at the same time,
He's got that stare.
Yeah.
the,
No,
half the
his
movie,
1,000-yard stare.
where he's like about to cry like this. I'm like, oh, I can't watch this.
it's good.
Damn it.
What?
You had the stage. Damn.
Yeah, you had it.
We
You
all
had
said
it.
I was
Mamaruski.
ready.
No mercy, no ball.
Still
Come
gotta-
on.
Oh,
What video game was that? Which one was that? The baseball one for SNES. He'd fucking come on. He'd fucking break the stick.
it was about Jenny. Like, I feel like when I was little, I
Now I
didn't
wanna
really
watch Little
understand the
Giants for
fact
some
that,
reason.
that she
She
was like
had AIDS.
abused. No, like when she was little,
It's that daddy issues.
but like at the level that she was
I
abused.
mean,
I never really.
I watched
like,
it the other day because it was on
picked up on it.
TBS, like 4 hours.
It's on
long.
TBS every week.
Yeah, but I was when she got on the bus with the guy after he hit her. I was like, you should have known before then, but definitely right then.
Right. Fuck you.
Yeah.
But she gives him the
But
wave.
then you
He
think
reels him
about
right
it.
back in. He's about to turn his back.
But then you
She
think
hits him
about
with
it,
the
like
wave.
that
Fucking
right there
bitch.
is
Fucking bitch.
directly from
Jedi.
her upbringing. You
Yeah.
know, staying with the guy that
Yeah.
like, oh,
Also-
I love you. I'm sorry.
Also, the
that-
time.
Don't let
Wait,
that happen
beating
again.
you.
say that again?
Sorry, I love you.
No, you said sorry.
Well, it's
I'll re-
recorded.
I
It's
will
permanently
rewind.
on.
Yeah, I will rewind the
Sorry.
tape. You said sorry.
Sorry.
So sorry there.
Sorry.
The old Canadians rubbing off.
Oh, God damn it there, bud.
Sorry.
All right, what's the fourth one?
Number 4, Dolores Claiborne. I've heard of this,
No
but I don't know what it
fucking-
is.
That's
That's
cool
three on
name.
the top 10. I don't even know.
It's a
Yeah.
good name.
I don't.
Do you know Dolores Claiborne?
Dolores Claiborne.
Yeah,
What's
right.
my nickname again? What was it?
Fuck. I don't remember.
I
what they
do.
call me.
I
Something
had it.
Waters. Something Waters,
no,
right?
it's Russell
Russell-
Winchester.
Yeah.
Russell Lee Winchester.
You keep
that's what
adding
it
the
was.
Lee, and I
'Cause it
told you we're
sounds
not
better.
doing that.
It might be Smooth. What is another good middle name? There's not a fucking...
That's a good it sounds like a whiskey.
That's what I'm saying.
I told
I
his,
drink him.
I told his whole band.
Hey.
Grab the 12-year Russell Lee up there.
Ooh, the 12.
I told his whole band this weekend that that's his name now.
I bet you they went, huh?
They were a little confused, but
His name is Wally. I don't. What's the problem?
Oh, did you tell? Oh.
yeah, when you guys were packing up, I was like, no, that's
His
Russell
name is
Winchester.
Russell Winchester. And they're all like,
That's not what.
If
I
I'm gonna do it, I gotta
Wally.
hit him with like it has to be at the appropriate time.
you're right.
Like
I'm changing my name, guys.
Like I walk out the door and there's like a breeze, but that whistles, and then I have
and
to
then your
say it,
hair,
you
like,
know what I'm
it's
saying?
Russell Winchester.
Yeah, yeah. And then
But you gotta
I just walk
hold on.
away.
You got to turn around
No,
and then
no.
look at him. And then
Nothing's
walk away.
cool with the dude's
Yeah, give him
back
the
facing
goosebumps,
you and their
walk away.
face turned sideways.
Yeah, it's just not a
No,
good
you,
angle.
you turn all the way around.
You gotta be yeah, that's
Yeah,
fine.
that's what I'm saying.
That's
Silhouette
way fine.
From the back, little light from the back.
Yeah, you don't want to be like because then you look like you're just putting your ass
I'm
out.
Russell Winchester.
See, he's got it.
or you don't turn all the way. It's like a
Russell
western where you
Winchester.
just no. like a
Russell Windbreaker.
western where they just turn to the side. They don't even turn and look. It's just to the side, and it's just
Yeah,
at
yeah.
the side of your mouth.
I like it.
Winchester.
Do you drop Winchester first if you say it a little slower?
Winchester.
Oh.
Winchester. Russell.
Russell
Winchester.
Oh, hey,
Hey,
that
look
might
at this
be it.
guy. Yeah, I got it. All right, top 3 that week. In no particular order, and then we're going to guess. Are we doing the written down, or are we just going to say them?
Let's just we can fire it off. She just has to go first.
All right. Tommy Boy, obviously, is in the top 3.
He doesn't trust me. So, welcome.
Outbreak,
Looks it up.
Major Pain.
Oh,
Oh.
what?
So, what do we think it is in the order? We
What
got
weeks
Tommy
are they
Boy,
in?
Outbreak, Major Pain. Outbreak is in its second week. Major Pain is in its first, and Tommy Boy, obviously, in its first.
Tommy, Outbreak, Major Pain.
You
top
said
to bottom.
she was going to go first, but that's
I
fine.
can't do it. I have to do it. That's how my brain works.
I'm gonna go with the same. No,
I think.
I do, but a little bit of
No.
tism.
I'm gonna,
Autism.
I'm gonna
You can
put.
go first. My turn. My turn.
He's got him.
I'm keeping Outbreak. I'm saying Outbreak is still
Number one.
number 1 in week 2.
Who was in that? I don't even know.
I don't know, but I'm going with
Outbreak with the monkey, Dustin Hoffman, and
Yeah. No, yeah, 100%.
Was
Yellow
12
suits. It's like the most yellow.
It's
e-
huge.
yellow
It's
suit
a
movie to
two.
virus.
This half of the table.
Oh.
it was a virus.
not
A
feeling
monkey.
Outbreak.
It was one of those little monkeys.
When
He
did 12
spreads a
Monkeys come out?
disease.
Like
12
after
Monkeys
that?
was like early 90s. 12 Monkeys is Brad Pitt's
I think that's
best
late 90s. I
performance.
think that's like 98.
I don't think
Bruce
it's late.
Willis?
It's got to be mid. Bruce Willis is young as fucking that.
Look it up for
We
me,
got to look it
please.
up. 12 Monkeys,
12
his
Monkeys.
insane
It's great.
Brad Pitt's best role of all time. Sorry.
Also, I feel like we're going to be there soon.
Could be.
Also,
Outbreak?
time
It's
travel.
a cool
What?
it's a cool view. Yeah.
Sorry. I'm so sorry.
Outbreak,
points.
Tommy
Outbreak.
Boy,
Folded. Right.
Major Pain.
Oh, no, that's
That's what I was going to go, unfortunately.
Outbreak.
I think I do this
Tommy.
every time. I don't think I copy
So-
your top 3 every
Wait.
time.
So I was Tommy first, and you guys
Yeah.
are Outbreak first.
Outbreak, Tommy,
Okay.
then Major
You're
Pain.
Tommy, Outbreak, then Major Pain.
Yeah. Tommy, Outbreak, Major. Yeah.
So it is number 1, Tommy Boy.
Mm.
Number 2, Outbreak.
Hey,
Number 3, Major Pain.
every once in a while,
It's
you
your
get,
boy.
you get it. Tommy
Look at
Boy
you.
is a gigantic. It's like
I didn't know,
I don't know if
did
it
that great in the
was.
theaters. That's why I was
That's
curious.
I was saying.
'Cause I know, I know
Also-
it's got a cult following now.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay, now I need to look up Outbreak because maybe I don't want to look up Outbreak because maybe I'm gonna add it to my list.
I wouldn't image search Outbreak.
No, I wanted to see its ratings.
Oh,
But if I'm gonna put it on my list,
it's a good movie.
To watch, you haven't seen it.
no, put it on the list for the podcast.
movie.
Then I don't
Oh,
want
okay,
to
I was
know
like,
what the ratings are.
I mean, but are you gonna remember it? Yeah, probably. I know you.
Come on.
Budget time. This is where we're gonna write stuff down
Sure.
because I don't want you guys.
Did you already
to
do yours,
whatever.
Steve? You have
I
yours
did, yeah.
upstairs? Okay.
We only
So-
have one over here.
No, there's two. There should be. No, wait. You're right. I'm sorry.
Look at this.
My hand was in there. Did you think I was? Couldn't
That's what she
feel
said.
it?
I didn't feel it when I
Also
grabbed the
that's
other one. I didn't feel
That's
it.
4 fingers in.
I had them
I
all.
can't-
The
I
fi-
can't
the
feel
fist
it.
was in there. All right, budget time. What do we think it costs to make this movie?
Man, they fucked up that GTX a lot.
I actually think that's high. I don't care.
All right, we're locked
Wait,
in.
Wait.
Wait.
Why is it
Add a
giving you
line
so-
here.
Are you drawing? Like,
Well, this is also in the 90s.
I'm now drawing.
I'm thinking, do we take inflation into account?
Maybe. I mean, we could.
like what it would cost to make it today? Or
Right.
like- a lot considering Chris Farley's dead.
True. So how you,
How
are you,
tall?
are
That's
you
a lot of
bringing them back?
Wow,
Right.
yeah.
You bringing them back CGI? You bringing them back animatronically? You
They
bringing
got
them back
CGI
from the
jiggle.
dead? Like, what are you doing here?
From the dead would probably be cheaper.
I'm the dead. Yeah.
Probably, you're right. Comes in. All right. Budget. I guessed 20 million. You guessed 20 million. Wally guessed
26.
26.
Oh, wow. With the dick.
He guessed.
I only said 12 million.
Josh said 12.
12.
Actual budget.
Did you change that?
I
was
did.
it a zero at first?
It was, and then I was like, they probably did a little bit more after
no,
I thought.
And then
through
you
it.
drew a penis with balls.
Yeah, penis was last. In order of what I drew, it was 2, 0, and then I wrote million. But then I was like, no, it's 6. So I drew a line on
I
the.
also like that you
And
wrote
then I drew
out
a dick after we mentioned
million
dicks.
just in case we were
Yep,
confused.
yep. I didn't want to put the zeros because I didn't want to make it too hard for anyone to have
Or
to count all
mill,
of
just
them.
like we did. You could have just.
So actual
that's
budget. First time this has ever happened. Me and Tara got it exactly right.
Oh, wow.
$20
damn.
million.
I thought you were going to
You
say
were-
me. I got excited. For a hat. I was like, oh, no.
Also, you almost had it.
I was close. I was
Yeah,
close.
yeah,
It wasn't bad. Usually I'm way off, but we're good.
If only you hadn't added that little.
That
Well,
little
what
dick.
you don't know is that
Negative 6.
negative 6 mil with the balls and shaft.
You're right. You're right. You're right. All right.
3 of us.
Box office.
Me too.
What do we think it made?
wow.
I'll do the song again.
Do we to clear this?
Press the.
The trash button.
Oh,
you gotta
press
press it.
Oh,
Press
hard
it.
press.
Yeah, hard press.
2023, I'm like,
It's
Touch.
it's a touch sensitive.
Don't you?
oh, this is opening weekend?
All
No,
the
budget,
whole
like,
run,
Full box office.
whole box office. What do you think it made?
$65.
That's another. That's a full bush you're drawing there.
I'm scribbling out my
Use
million.
the erase.
No, because then it erases everything.
Why would you need the rest there?
Because I need to have this because I don't want to do it all.
Need to have it. All
I
right.
don't trust you.
Are we
Looking at
locked
my
in?
shit.
I guessed.
My pin is down.
I guessed 60 million. Tara guessed 40 million. Wally guessed
165 million.
165 million.
Who are you?
Josh
126 million.
126 million.
Okay, you guys are not gonna get this.
Opening
Come on.
weekend,
Tommy boy.
it made $8 million. Overall, it
Look.
made 32.7 million.
Yikes.
Tara
Oh, damn.
coming in pretty close. We got to give her credit on that one.
I still don't
She
trust her.
I still don't trust her. Now, I can see where you guys are
'Cause I'm a
thinking
woman.
this is a big 90s movie that everybody went and
You
saw.
and your lying vagina.
Don't you talk about my whispering eye like that.
Whispering eye.
Say whispering eye. Say whispering eye.
So like you got to think this was Chris Farley's like first major movie, and
Yeah.
he went on to do Black Sheep. He went on to do Beverly Hills
Hills
Ninja.
Ninja.
He went on to possibly do some other stuff. He's in one of my favorite movies of all time, Dirty Work. So like, I thought this movie made more too.
It feels like it did.
It should have.
On the DVD VHS
Oh
backside.
yeah. Let's
gotta
be
be
real. It
incredible.
made probably what you said.
Yeah.
There's no way it did not. So, tomatometer time. The Rotten Tomatoes. Are you all right? You need
Oh,
some.
My eye's gonna fall out.
Well, I mean, it is what it is. I
Don't let
guess.
that happen.
Now it itches. It's not just watering. Now
Put it back
it itches. Yeah.
Smack it.
What you don't know, I've had a fake eye this whole fucking, the glass eye this
It
whole
just
fucking
pops
time.
out.
Wait,
I
what
can't
if-
even see anything.
That'd be a crazy reveal if I was like,
Like,
He
the
has no
noise
eyes.
It just rolls across the
Full
table.
on Captain Ron.
Here,
Just
take
like-
mine. Fucking.
Cat,
All right,
he,
Swab.
He had a it was just a patch, right? If I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was
No,
all
no.
bullshit.
If you moved the eye, no, if you he had an eye that
Yeah, he
just
took it out.
Oh,
didn't
but it was
work.
fake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember. I was trying to
Because remember he was napping and he covered his other eye.
Right,
with
and
the
it was
patch.
looking somewhere else.
and
What a genius.
like so that it would
Flops.
be dark.
What a
He covered his
fucking
good eye
genius.
with the patch.
Anyways.
You know why pirates wore eye patches,
I
right?
do. Great fun fact.
It is. You want to take it?
Oh, yeah. So they would wear one on their eye so they would have better night vision. So the one eye was always dark. So when they got to nighttime, they would switch eyes.
Not only that, when they went down below deck during the
more,
day,
I'm learning more, yes.
yeah. So that way they didn't have to wait for their eye to adjust to the dark. They would just, and then boom, they're already good to go because there was no lights or it was just
Damn.
candlelight in the ship.
Why
right?
didn't they just like close their eyes for a minute?
Because you're outside during the sea where the sun is, right? And
Sure.
killing you. So you have one eye that's ready to go in the
So
dark.
So we're waiting.
One eye that's light.
So you have transition on this side, and you have depth perception on this side, and they're choosing the
look,
fucking 4
we're-
minutes out of the day it takes to go from one to the
Yeah, but
other.
if you're in a
Yeah, your
battle or
eyes adjust,
something, if
man.
you're in a battle or something, you got to go down real
yeah.
quick. Or if you're in a swell of like, the fucking ship's going crazy, you got to go down and kind of go.
Hey,
you know.
Captain Dave, catch this, and he just gets hit in the fucking eye.
But then you're down below and somebody goes, take this, and they throw something at you and you can't see it either, and then
Why
you die
don't-
that way.
But that's why they
Wow.
stopped
Why
throwing
don't
knives
modern
on
people-
ships after that day. They were like, no more knives. guys.
I caught it with my chest.
And that's how they teach you to catch things, right? Like, ooh.
Yep. Anyways.
And that's how Dave died. All right, tomatometer time. Roddy T's, what do we think the critics and audience gave it out of 100%?
we writing that?
We are writing these down so Tara doesn't cheat.
You have been awfully close on these numbers today.
It's all the time. Yeah, let me tell you, it's
It is not. I was aggressively wrong last time.
she
On
doesn't.
purpose.
I think she's
And it was my
smart
own
enough.
pick.
I think
Oh,
she's
40
smart
million,
enough
yeah, I
to
think it's
purposefully
3,000
botch
million.
one every once in a while. She's like, okay,
Look
they're
at her
on to
face
me.
right now.
She's like, this is a backhanded compliment, is what it
Who
is.
hurt you guys?
Everyone.
Who hurt you guys that
Whole
you're
life
this
of damage.
untrustworthy?
Every
I
single
trust
adult relationship I've ever had has hurt me.
Yeah. So what woman hurts you that makes you not trust
Everyone.
me?
It only took one.
yeah.
Are we
right?
doing both?
Yes. Critics and
Yes,
audience out of
yes,
100%.
Yes.
My guess is, when you guys are ready, you locked in, tell me when you're locked in.
I don't know how to spell audience, so I just really scribbled.
Yeah, it don't matter.
I just wrote a C and an
Stupid.
Guess I should clarify. I just
I
put
mean,
them on the
first,
sides.
A. Everybody.
I just
in?
put them on the sides as they are on the website.
Sure.
usually.
I
Like, they
guessed.
Come out this way. This way.
Steve guessed. You good? You locked
Yep,
in?
I'm letting him here.
I guess critics 65, audience 80. Tara went critics 53, audience 76. Wally critics 70, audience 85. Josh audience
Critics,
89,
73.
critics 73. It is critics 41,
Oof.
audience 90.
This is a big gap.
Big
so
gap.
was I the? I was the closest
No, he
for
got
audience.
89.
I
said
got
He had
89
89
for
for
audience.
audience.
What was it?
90.
90.
Fuck. It's one off.
I was
Yeah,
close.
and you, what did you have for critics though? You had
Critics
70.
I
I mean,
73.
I didn't. That's wild
53,
that critics
73.
fucking gave this a fucking botched.
But isn't
score.
that how like most of those cults
What
are?
was
Like
it?
these movies
40?
are. Like, the critics are
41.
like, it's
Yeah,
not that
critics.
great, and then you fall in love with all the characters.
Well, so again, just because critically it's not good doesn't mean they didn't like it.
right.
You know what I mean? Like you're just saying like this movie's not very good. There's not much that happened. Well, I mean, let's be real
This
for a
movie's
second.
a true roller coaster.
It is, but also, I mean, you do
I'm
whatever
saying
you
don't
want.
forget
Oh yeah.
Stop. What is that? A vagina now?
uterus.
It's definitely. I see the fallopian
Uteruses
tubes.
before uteruses. You know what I'm saying?
Fallopians.
Now it is not. It's not a uterus
No,
anymore.
no, that's a face.
Oh.
That's a dick. No, what? I don't. You don't even
Dr.
know.
Robotnik.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
We'll pick another one.
It was supposed to be like a wiener and then an ass, but as you
But then it
go,
turned into
just
Dr.
evolved-
Robotnik.
yeah.
All right, all right.
Exactly.
Is it TV and
All
movie
right,
trivia
all
time?
Right, all right. High school girls. Oh, one of the fucking worst quotes.
All right. All right. Anyways, TV and movie trivia time.
Yeah,
Josh
sure.
has a question for
Oh,
us.
Pop one out here. This
Yep.
is. I'm gonna do both. 'Cause
Do
I
it.
think
Fuck it.
The first one is which cartoon cat made his first appearance in 1978? Which cartoon cat?
Oh.
So
19
I
what?
don't remember
78.
any of those
Okay.
It's a good year.
cartoons
I got it.
names.
Well, cartoon cat.
Fuck.
I don't know if there's been a lot of them.
I know that's what I'm. Like,
There's only two I can think of that.
me too. But
I think the other one came out earlier, so I'm just by default. I have no idea.
I'm wrong, but I'm going to go with
cheated.
it. Oh, you did you? All right, I'm going to go with. Wait, Tara's still drawing.
There's no way this is Tom and Jerry.
She's got Garfield.
Garfield. Okay.
Oh,
Wally's
there's a
got-
third.
There's a.
I put Felix.
I put Felix
Yeah,
in
you
that as
got
well.
it.
Felix.
It was indeed Garfield.
God damn it!
Yeah.
So Felix is those were the two that I thought of.
Felix
was Felix
probably
and
came
Garfield.
out like 80s.
I thought maybe earlier.
Might have been
Remember
earlier.
those
I'll-
weird
Let's
Felix
look,
the cat
let's
clocks.
look.
Remember those
Yeah,
clocks?
yeah,
Or the eyes were
Yeah,
looking?
yeah.
Did I cheat at that too, Wally?
Yep.
Did I somehow know that was the card?
She's
he was
taking
gonna pick?
everything personally, man.
She does that.
Who's hurt you?
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
But yes, I do. But yes, I do
fucking
believe
guy.
you cheated.
50s.
All right, hold on. He's got.
Which was
he's-
Felix?
he's-
Was it 50s?
50s.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
I didn't think it was that old. I didn't think Felix was that. I didn't even think about the clocks. I just thought about
I
the
was
old animation.
so there was another one. Fritz the cat, I believe, was like the first adult.
So Garfield, Tom
No,
and
he's
Jerry,
done.
right? And then what is it? What other cats are there? Those are the three, right? There's no.
Yeah.
I only thought
can't
two.
think, I mean, I can't think.
I
of
only
the
thought the
other
two,
one.
Felix and Garfield. I didn't
Yeah,
know.
me too. Those are the ones.
Is there a cat in the Street Sharks? I don't know.
Second one's a little more recent. Second
Okay,
question.
all right.
Oh my God, Street Sharks.
They brought that. They were trying to bring that. Remember, Vin Diesel
Vin
did
Diesel,
the commercial
yeah,
for
yeah.
that.
Still bald as
Wow.
fuck.
Yeah, still bald. Yeah. Second question is,
Yep.
who played Batman in Christopher Nolan's The Dark Knight movie trilogy?
Really?
Christian
we need
Bale.
to write
this
Yeah,
down?
fucking- all of us
It
know
was
this. I already
relatively
know
easy,
everyone
yeah.
knows.
That
The
one's
first
pretty.
one was super easy. It had a Fast and the Furious one in there. And I was like, well, everyone's gonna.
I don't know. I've
Who
never seen any
played
of them.
Batman in the most loving of the Batman series?
George Clooney,
Such a heartthrob.
Val Kilmer.
Yes.
Okay,
Thank
I get what you're saying.
I was just gonna name Batman's.
I get
Who
where
is
you
the
went
best
after I said it.
Batman?
Val Kilmer.
Ooh,
You really went Val Kilmer?
that's tough.
I'm not trying to be like original Batman's the best, but Keaton's fucking dope.
I'll say that
I thought
that
for
was one
sure-
of the
I
best
thought for
movies.
It's like
sure you were gonna
gothic and
say
shit.
Keaton.
It's like it reminds. I mean, Tim Burton. It's like
Exactly,
fuck gothic
yeah.
as shit.
Yeah, because Two-Face was in
Well,
that.
hold
Jack
on.
Nicholson made
Because
that
that's what the
movie,
'90s cartoon kind of.
I
felt
like
to
those
me.
movies, but I don't like.
Oh, Tommy Lee
Keaton's
was
portrayal.
Two-Face.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Yes.
Yeah, Tommy
Hold
Lee
on.
was
The reason why I don't, and it's one scene, and I don't know why this just breaks Batman for me. When he rips off the cowl, right, the rubber cowl.
Yeah.
Obviously, every Batman fucking paints their goddamn
Oh,
eyeballs,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
when he goes to
Oh,
rip it
Steve
off,
with a
the
fucking
eyeballs
flaw.
are not
All right,
painted.
Yeah. Fine.
It just rubs me the wrong way. Like,
That's the first thing you said when we watched the Pattinson one. You were
Right.
like, "Oh
'Cause
yeah, he's got
they,
fucking
and
makeup
they actually
on."
show him.
Exactly.
They show him.
I was like,
do
"Oh,
it,
come on,
too.
man."
that shit matters to me.
I know it does.
It's in the details.
It's all
There's
the
a ton of
touches.
other shit.
Little touches.
Fuck you. That's what I care about. The details.
Hottest Catwoman.
I mean, Michelle Pfeiffer.
Michelle Pfeiffer, yeah, she shut the show
Man.
down.
Dude,
Say it again?
Crazy.
What'd
Anne
you say?
Hathaway was.
Anne Hathaway? No, I don't.
Anne
like her.
Hathaway-
See her
Hathaway's-
ass on that?
She's sneaky
You're
hot.
high.
She's sneaky hot.
Yeah, no. She gets on that fucking fat dual wheel bike. I was like, wait, hold on.
It's
I'm
Michelle
gonna,
Pfeiffer.
I'm gonna pause this
It's
for a
Michelle
second.
Pfeiffer.
You're just saying that.
No, I'm not.
Put them all next to each
Fun
other.
fact about Michelle Pfeiffer in that movie, she actually cracked that whip 5 times in a row.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
Well,
And
on the
put that-
mannequin head.
and put
Yeah.
that bird in her mouth.
fucking amazing. But that's not what I've. That's not the question
I
I
don't know what
asked.
asking.
Yeah.
Have you seen Scarface?
Yes, I fucking
She
see.
looks great in that.
I like kids.
Have you seen
I like ice cream.
Hey, where you from?
Chocolate, vanilla, strawberry, Neapolitan.
Neapolitan Man? Have you
Anyways.
seen the newest Ant-Man? She looks great in that, and she's like 70.
She looks good.
You know, she's kind of cotton.
I'm not saying how
But-
she is. I'm saying what she looks like.
Dude, she fucking Hathaway was a
Didn't like her.
sleeper.
I don't know.
Of
To
a
me,
hot
hold
Catwoman.
on.
Like her.
I think Princess
is.
Diaries makes me
And the
just
daughter
look.
was a brat too.
This is gonna sound really weird.
I know what you're
Princess Diaries makes
Here
me
we go.
think she's always a kid,
Mm.
and I can't look at her that
Sure.
way. I've seen Havoc. If
Was it
anybody
the-
knows
what
that,
was the one that she Devil Wears Prada is the
yeah,
the
sure.
one that
Bomb.
had, yeah.
Bomb movie.
I liked it.
Bomb movie.
That's what I enjoy.
And
Also,
I'm not-
Stanley Tucci. Anything he's in, put it in front of me. I will watch it.
I'm telling you.
A national
that-
You're adopted.
What?
I think out of all the Catwoman butts, she had the nicest butt.
I mean, you're a butt man.
You
obviously.
see her boobies in Brokeback Mountain.
I said Havoc.
37
because-
minutes in.
I was gonna- 37 minutes and 5 seconds. No, I said Havoc because
You mean like Mr. Skin?
you see a lot more in Havoc, but you know whatever.
Sure.
I would rain havoc on Keep going, Max. Keep it going.
Who's your favorite character in this movie, Tara? Oh, come the fuck on! You should.
Wasn't ready.
I
I had one. I had one when I watched it too. I had one already. picked.
You wasn't ready.
Um.
All right, I'll move on.
Okay.
Wally.
It's fucking Tommy. Fucking
Dominant.
Chris it's,
fucking Farley
the
there,
best.
bud. Okay.
it's hard to see anyone else in this fucking movie. I like Spade's lines. I mean, I can't pick like anybody else. There's no one else that has a huge part in this movie. It makes me feel
Okay.
warm and fuzzy.
Is it?
Okay.
Same.
It's hard to, we always I try not to pick the main character because it's fucking obvious
Same.
most of the time, but this one it's hard not to pick him.
I mean, I get what you're saying.
You gonna fucking hit him with the Ackroyd, Steve? Is that everybody
Fuck
hit him with
you.
it? Yeah.
How
fuck
you
man.
know
Of course
that?
he is.
How you know I'm gonna hit the
No, it's
Ackroyd?
not like I haven't known you for fucking forever,
You're right.
dude.
But let's be real. He shows up.
Stole the
and-
movie.
Well, no, I'm not gonna say.
I like
Hold
the
on.
girl too.
He steals the.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's good.
She was good.
I like
Anytime
her.
he's on
like her
screen.
character.
I didn't put her in the fucking. Did I? I didn't.
Oh my god, you
she
didn't even
so-
credit her.
But she wasn't in the IMDb.
Oh my
Shit.
god, she's not even credited, and she solves the whole fucking thing at the end.
Interesting.
In your defense, Steve.
Yeah.
Every scene that
He's
he's in with
chewing it
other
up.
people, you don't notice anybody else
Exactly.
when he's on camera.
And I'm a big Ackroyd guy, anyways. Like
Sure.
Ghostbusters, fucking anything else that he's been in. Like you just
Mm-hmm.
dude. When I watched Evolution for the first time, and he shows up,
Oh
and
my
he's basically
God.
being the
Fucking
same character.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Talk about a sleeper of a movie too.
Yep.
Yeah. but-
Love that.
I need ice cream. What kind? It doesn't matter. It's for my ass.
I love. Oh my god, I've said it because I picked that.
Don't take the leg.
Didn't I? Didn't we do it on
Take
the
the
show?
leg. Take the leg.
Yeah.
Going towards his crotch.
We've
Take the
done-
leg.
We've done that one.
Yeah, we did. I think I picked it.
I
Actually.
love. Did you?
Yeah.
I just remember talking about the mall
Duchovny.
scene when he gets up there and
Oh,
he's
yeah.
David Duchovny's
singing,
great.
and they're like, "Oh my god, it's working!"
Right.
But I love that he's standing there and he's like, "You are embarrassing me."
We
while
have
he's up
established
there
that
singing.
caw
His
and
character,
cookie do
not
volleyball
work.
coach. What's his face? He's a volleyball coach. He's a volleyball coach.
He was the
It's
7-Up guy.
Did you ever do Californication?
The
TV
show?
that he did?
No,
Where he's a
Used to
fucking
really like
sex
that
I
fiend?
heard it was really good.
It was great.
Yeah.
I thought it was dope.
Yeah, he
watch
was
it.
my favorite in that. in
Do you
that
watch?
movie.
You like X Files though, right?
Yeah,
It's hard not to be a big X Files guy.
And then you talk to people. Yeah. You talk to
Oh.
people now, and you're like X Files,
fuck,
and they're
we
like, I
just
don't get it.
fucking peeling them out, man. Jesus Christ, it's so fucking odd.
Yeah, just fucking guy. Who was your favorite character there? Josh?
Well, you know what? Like, I'm gonna say Spade. We'll just go with it. My favorite character is truly Chris Farley, obviously.
Yeah,
but
sure.
we'll go with Spade just because he didn't want anything to do with Tommy. Hated that he got the window office, then turns around and then reveals he's like his only friend.
It's beautiful.
So it really is it's a bromance. It's a well-rounded character.
Try Pete.
Sure. Here's the thing too I like about David Spade in this movie. What have you seen David Spade in recently or over the last 15 years where he's like the same character in this movie?
Right.
He plays this like nerdy guy, but what do you know of David Spade since then? Like
All I care about is Joe Dirt.
Well, that's
all
what I'm saying. Like,
Or
how-
Nuck and Futz.
but how
One or the
much
other.
how much range does David Spade have? Is what I'm saying. Like,
Right.
you don't. To me, he's not David Spade in this movie.
Right.
I don't even
Tracking.
see him as David Spade. He's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
a
sure.
completely different person, right? So you
I feel
look
like he
at
doesn't even look the same.
that's what I'm saying. You look at Black Sheep, same thing. He looks like the same character from this movie, but that's a different David Spade to me. Joe Dirt and on, that's a completely different person.
Joe fucking Dirte.
Put me on the end.
Dirt.
Fucking Kid Rock.
Dude, that's another ridiculously quotable movie. Is
Really is.
Joe
Really
Dirt?
is.
I love when he's on the hot air balloon, the tooth hot air balloon. And
Yeah.
Some girl, he's like, I can see down your shirt, and she's like, pervert.
All right, dang, I'm putting the lotion on.
Where's my auto trainer?
He's like, oh, I don't got this one.
He's like
Dude, it's so
70
good.
cooter for $5,000. What?
Who's do? Who's don't?
Scoodon'ts.
With or without the scooter stick.
I like snakes and sparklers.
Yeah, it's just so good. He fucking stuff a firecracker up a bullfrog's ass.
That ain't a bomb. That's an old crapper tank.
Slap a biohazard sticker on it.
old
Knocks the
band
top
thing.
off of it.
I got the poo on me.
so
No,
good.
the best part is when they fucking. He's talking about eating the fucking French fries off the fucking
Off the
turkey.
meteor.
You ate off it. It's called a bowling bomb.
Damn it.
Anyway.
We have done Joe Dirt on this, but again, that could be when we do our
It's
re-reviews.
a
we'll
fucking
get to it.
classic, man.
Yeah.
It's so
Anyways,
good.
favorite parts or scenes? What do we got? Let's
I
be
was-
real.
I was gonna tell
Hit
earlier-
hard.
I'll hit first. I'll hit first with this one. The fuck you hit the joke earlier when you were like, yeah, I can smell you getting fatter or whatever. That's it. And when Spade has my two favorite ones
Okay.
in this, and when his fucking hair gets blown
Oh,
off
yeah.
from that fucking turbine, he's, don't you say this to anybody or whatever. I was in tears for that part too.
That is funny.
I
You
really
see
like. I
nothing.
really like that door.
Yeah.
The door scene.
Would you
he,
do?
He put a hat on the whole time
Yeah.
afterwards.
But I also like when Rob Lowe is spraying him off and he's doing like
Yeah,
the
the
flash.
maniac.
I'm a man.
Oh, yeah.
Did you eat?
I don't know if
chips as a
that's
kid?
mud.
Yeah.
Why?
Has any of you ever tried to tip a cow? Like
No.
actually,
Yes.
look. It might be a myth. I'm not sure, but it's hard to find a cow that actually sleeps standing up locally.
The ones around here lay down, right?
Yeah.
St. Mary's County is
went-
something in the air.
I went to
Entire
multiple
cows.
different
Crazy as
places that had cows, and I made active attempts, and it didn't work. 'cause
I
they were
have-
So
all
you
laying down.
actually tipped one.
I have tipped a cow in my youth,
Mm.
but this was in a different country, so maybe Canadian cows are like, "Hey, guy, I
Are
fucking
they
sleep
different?
when I
Do they look different?
They-
Are they different cows?
You remember Matt
They look
Slate?
the same.
Only
Yeah.
bird of beef.
Pure bird.
We are grass fed with the best
Fred.
Canadian
Grass
grass
fed.
fed, the best
Salt,
Canadian,
pepper, 2 minutes one side.
the best Canadian,
S&P for me.
Yes, B for me.
Canadian
I'm trying to-
Bermuda
it's-
grass.
It's so hard to nail one scene in this movie. But you have to. I'll go at the beginning where they're going through the brake pad division,
Yeah.
and they got like the guy from the bank, and Tommy's messing with the crane.
And he's
He's like,
like
he's like, oh, he's
dodging
got
them.
reflex like a cat, and he's like dodging it. And he's like, wow! And they all turn around, and he's
And
like,
look at him. He's like
checking
oh,
the
no.
rotary gird. I'm retarded.
That's
Yeah,
him.
he's
That's
like-
him in a nutshell.
yeah,
too.
like it's just.
Checking the specs on the rotary gird. I'm retarded.
Yeah, he's like yeah.
And then even the line before they walk in there, where he's like, you want to wear a hard hat? If not, they'll be scooping your brains up with a melon scooper. And he's like,
And then,
he's definitely been hitting the fucking head before.
and then hits himself in the
hits
fucking
as
head.
he
Yeah.
walks
low
in.
bridge, Tommy.
Right.
Right into the forklift.
Are you okay, Tommy? He's like, nothing.
Yeah. I mean, you're absolutely right. There's so many scenes in this. There's so many quotable parts, like fat guy in a little coat.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
everyone said that 1,000 times.
Right.
Spanktravision. That whole
Yeah.
it slept with one of the Yankees.
Yeah.
That whole part. That whole part.
And then it cools down. Then they're in bed, and he's like, he's like, who's your favorite little rascal?
Yeah.
Alfalfa or Spanky? Sinner. Like, dude, so good.
Yeah, the housekeeping. You want me to come jerk you off? What kind of hotel is this?
And then he takes and drops the thing. He's like, we did. He's like, oh, Richard. And he's got the smallest tiny
Yeah, yeah.
whiteies on. They're like meant for a
It's
kid.
perfect.
Yeah, dude.
That's good.
It's a bromance story. Like, dude, it's so good.
The bees scene. Where
We
they're
haven't
getting-
even
yeah.
talked about the bees.
Just get out, run, just
He's like,
screaming.
just follow my lead.
Are you allergic?
Your
Me
weapons,
too.
your
Right.
weapons are useless against them.
We'll be back when things settle down.
And then he throws up in the anthill. He's like, "Oh, cool."
Cool. Oh, I think I pissed him off.
Right. We haven't been talking about the build a model airplane, says the little fairy. Well, we're not buying it. Like that whole scene is fucking genius. He's like, "All right, I'll buy from you."
The first,
what?
the first fuck up where he's like, meat wagon comes rolling. Wee,
Oh,
wee,
dude.
wee.
The medic gets out and goes, "Oh my god!" New guy's in the corner puking his guts out.
To preface that, before they go into their first sale, he's like, "We take no." He's like, "No prisoners." He's like, "No." He's like, "No."
And he says no, we take no, and he does again.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
He goes to his justice tie.
He's like, "We
Let's
take
clip
no
on.
for an answer." Like, "No thanks." Like, "Alrighty then." And they just get up and
Yeah.
fucking jump right out
And
of
then he
there.
does it like 3 times in a row. And he's just like, okay, thanks,
It's a
fine.
clip on. He's like, "Are you sure?"
Are you sure? Or the chicken wing scene, like that,
Oh,
or
yeah.
him getting hit in the fucking face with the 2x4.
2x4.
He's like, doesn't hurt so much here or here.
Just like, right. What happened to your face? I knew it. Like,
So what are the? He's like, "What did the wind blow?" So if I wanted to kiss, I would have called your sister. And like Richard beats the shit out of him.
Yeah,
Like he
yeah.
hits him like
Oh, yeah.
3
Okay.
square times, and then hits him with
and
the
he
piece
just
of
keeps
wood.
talking shit back to
Yeah.
him. Like,
That was a good one.
Haven't even talked about the deer in the back seat that they
Yes.
hit. Like, dude, this movie is chock full of moments and great scenes, and it doesn't feel cheap either. Like, there's
The
no
music.
like,
No, yeah.
Think that you love me, baby.
with the-
They're fucking crying.
oh, that's another thing. Like, that's such a perfect road trip like
Bonding
thing
moment.
that
you know?
at the beginning he hates him singing, and then they keeps going, and you can see him like getting into it, and then finally it shows him like crying and singing this song together. It's great.
So I got too deep on this the other night
Do it.
watching it, and so Richard cares about his car, the GTX. I got a 440 Magnum with a
Yep,
6-pack,
yep.
right? And then as every leg of the trip goes, something happens. Door falls
Yeah.
off, hood comes off, The deer destroys the whole
That's so
interior of the
good.
car.
Yep.
Then they start making sails, and then they start repairing the car. Now they have a baby gate for a door.
Yep.
Yeah.
They have a tarp to cover because remember the convertible got destroyed.
Yep.
So it's like as their progression, they're not selling jack shit. The car is getting destroyed. The only thing Richard cares about. And then they start selling,
And then
and they
he-
start
yeah, he doesn't
repairing the
care.
car.
Yeah.
And it's just like this great like ebbs and flows of this movie.
This movie also cuts fat super fucking good because
Yeah.
there's that right before he starts talking to Aykroyd in the elevator. They don't introduce anything, but they just pan to him getting off the elevator,
Mhm.
and it's already midway through conversation. Like we didn't need to hear any of that
Right.
shit. It's the
Yeah.
same with that stuff. They
Yeah.
cut a lot of good like stuff you probably didn't. It was just all important as
That
fuck.
stuff was there. It didn't show them putting that
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
on the car.
Yeah.
This
So-
will only take a second.
Right. Oh yeah, we didn't even talk about that. The scene where he like holds up an
Robs a
entire
bank.
fucking robs a bank with a fucking fake shit
One
on.
of the fat guys
With a small head. He's like, I got a tiny head. And then it's right into there's Zelensky. Like
Yep.
they,
Yeah,
it's,
yeah,
yeah.
it's such a fucking train wreck of a thing where it's just like they're in the elevator with the guy they came to see.
That's
Right.
why.
It's
So
perfect.
that's why this movie is actually kind of hard for me because I've said on the podcast before I do not like shows and movies where things are just consistently going wrong.
Oh, okay.
It gives me
Anxiety.
anxiety
I love
because I just can't. I can't keep putting myself in
You
these
need
positions.
a lull or something. Then.
Yeah, like it's just everything fucks up, and it's
But at
like,
the end,
oh
it
my
all
god,
comes-
I would quit.
You're right.
Like, I'm
Yeah.
just
The
like,
next movie he makes is Black Sheep.
I
Every
know.
fucking time.
How about when the bench breaks when they sit down and it's like he's like
I
could have
didn't
gone
need
without that. Like he's already getting shit on,
Yeah,
and
it's
then
perfect.
it just continues.
But
to
that's
happen.
what I mean. That's what the whole movie
Yeah.
feels like. It's just like
He's pulling himself out of the shit. Is what he's
For
doing.
real, yeah, because that
Yeah.
saves the day.
I'm
Exactly.
also not, which I've said before. Slapstick is not really my thing.
Oh, it's great.
Oh, I
like
love
that's
it.
not
It's
my
fucking
top
phenomenal.
of comedy. Like that's not my top of comedy choice.
This
So
That's mine.
when you take that plus the everything goes wrong through the whole
Right.
movie, I'm just sitting there like,
him in the
Like,
airplane,
ah!
one of the best
Like-
fucking slapstick performances.
Yeah, just-
He's getting
We didn't
hit-
even talk about that.
Yeah, he's
God
just
damn it.
fucking. He's like stuck between the John and the wall, and he's just fucking elbowing the fucking wall.
Yeah.
I love when
Then it
Tate
goes-
comes
ties-
out and like he's in there for like he comes out in like 5 seconds. He's changed. Like
Yeah.
Spade, he goes in and comes out and he's like looking at him
And
like,
Spade's like, there's like there's a 30-minute time limit. And the woman comes out, she's like, oh.
I do like how they set up as they're going through the factory at the end. They're showing all the things that will get fucked up later by Rob Lowe to keep him, not getting away. I felt like that was kind of low key genius.
Yeah.
We also didn't talk about, that's when the whores come in.
Oh yeah, this is great.
Men laying down there at $20 for trick money.
And he's like, it was one time.
Right.
He's like,
God
I
forbid.
visited a whore and during the war, and my life's been living hell ever since.
yeah. She was fucking funny.
Yeah.
She just kept going.
She made a good 2-second screen time
For
Yeah.
sure.
A nice little
You're a
supporting role there.
for the whores.
Oh my God, the first part where he picks up Tommy from the airport and he's got that giant bag of M&Ms and he puts
Just
them on the
all
dash
just
and
goes,
they roll.
oh my God.
He goes, I think we're gonna be fine here. You have a thick candy show? Surprised you didn't know that. And then Richard goes, I think your brain has a thick candy show. And then he goes,
And he's like, well,
and
you've
Tommy's
got
like,
a
he goes, are you speaking? Dude, like Richard was just what a great character.
Every scene. That's every scene.
Yeah.
Pretty much
Well,
every
and, we were talking about this before we even got on the podcast. Like, there's no wasted moment in this movie.
Not one.
And you were saying that you were telling your friends to watch the movie, but put your phone down.
Put your phone down. And they laughed every 30 seconds. Like it was every time they cut from a different scene to another one, you're laughing.
Exactly.
Like just when he picks him up from the airport and he's like, "This must be you," and it's a fucking
bag
duct
with,
tape
like-
trash
yeah.
bag, and he's
It's
like,
perfect.
yeah, and he's so proud. He's like, "It's my bag." Like,
also, I need you to put your John Hancock on this.
Herbie.
Herbie.
Hancock. So confident. He's telling Richard the accountant that it's Herbie Hancock.
Yeah,
So good.
That's the intro, right?
Yeah,
The
when he's
intro
taking his
scene?
test.
Yeah.
He's like Herbie
D+.
Hancock, and he's like,
I like it. All right, guess what time it is? The fun facts of the fucking week.
What is it?
Would you like to read them?
No.
You sure?
Yeah, oh yeah.
You want to
no,
read
no,
them?
no, no. Give
Because
those-
I have the longest fun fact of the week on here.
"This is a long one."
Oh yes.
It's
Yeah,
the
come
second
on,
one,
front,
though.
Come on, front man.
Let's
see what
go.
you got.
Let's
front
go.
lady.
Okay. I just start
Full
at the
frontal.
top.
Yeah, the first fun fact,
There's
obviously.
Steve's fun facts of the fucking week.
Yeah, so the first one would be
Jesus, Steve.
what?
He is.
I wanted to see the whole
Jesus
thing.
Steve.
I wanted to see the whole thing, so I clicked out. Okay.
Jesus Steve.
Jesus.
I have to read this whole thing.
I mean, I'll
You
read
were
it.
gonna read this whole thing? Oh my god.
That's the
Okay.
second one.
I know.
Yeah, start with the first one.
Duh. I had it. Rob Lowe played the supporting role of Tommy's stepbrother and is uncredited. The reason for this is because he wanted to be a happy surprise after the script shifted focus. The film was originally centered around the relationship between Tommy and Paul. Rob was playing tennis with Lorne Michaels, and Lorne told him that he was about to start Tommy Boy and that he was considering him to play Chris Farley's brother. He ended up taking the part as a favor for Lorne since he was previously in Wayne's World.
Nice.
Look at
I
you.
forgot he was in Wayne's World too.
That'd
I
have
was
been
It's funny,
He was
right?
the agent, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody
Slime
thinks.
ball.
Everybody thinks of
douchebag.
the
He was always a
second.
douchebag.
Yeah.
Everybody
Eric.
thinks of Christopher Walken in the second movie.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm.
And
Young
they-
Christopher Walken's kind of weird looking to me.
His faces.
Yeah, yeah, like back to Batman, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah,
like
yeah.
young Christopher
He looks
Walken's
too
kinda-
clean almost.
It's weird. Just weirds
Same with,
me out.
remember, he was in Sleepy Hollow, right?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
just
yeah.
remember how
Yep.
I'll never forget his face in
He had
Sleepy
the
Hollow.
Headless.
The teeth.
Headless
Yeah, it
horseman.
was terrifying.
Yeah.
Anyways, the
That'd
big
been
one.
weird.
Here we go.
What do you
Here's
think the movie
test.
would have been like if that was the main storyline instead of Richard and Tommy? What
I
if
think it
was
would've been
Tommy
weird.
and Paul?
All right.
I don't think Rob Lowe could
This
have
is one of
brought
the
as
best
much
comedies
to the
ever
table.
Yeah, that's
movie wise. So
Like,
I don't
and
know.
that's
I
not
don't
a-
know. I can't
I
see
don't
it
think I
a
can't even
different way.
imagine
And
deviating
that's
from that.
not a Rob
Right.
Lowe insult because I do like Rob Lowe. I just don't think he would have been able to bring as much to the table comedy wise.
Right.
Well, not only that, but
I think
he's
you
too
like-
cool to be
Yeah,
the
yeah.
the guy to go against.
Because
Tom
even the parts that Rob Lowe like appeared in, they weren't the funny parts of the movie.
Right.
So
You know
do you
what I
think
mean? Like-
in the mother son duo, he was part of the criminal mastermind, but everything he did he failed on. You know,
even pissing. Yeah.
Yeah, pissing, shooting it. The dog gets him.
the
Like,
dog.
like everything goes against Rob because he's like, oh, I'm a smart criminal, but he's not the smartest
not.
criminal.
It's a criminal parallel to him.
Right.
Like how it just keeps fucking up over and over and over again.
Also, why did when he died and stuff? Why did the lawyers not find out all the stuff about her being married and stuff? Like they really did not do research.
Dropped the ball pretty early.
Yeah.
That whole movie dropped the ball pretty early.
I feel like you like Rob Lowe's Low Rob.
Good luck with this next one.
Okay.
It's a long one. The longest
Godspeed.
Steve's fun fact.
Okay.
But it's important.
It is. I skimmed it
Okay.
a little bit.
Go ahead. You may proceed.
During filming, David Spade and Chris Farley got into a physical altercation on set. As they landed in Toronto on an early Sunday morning after doing SNL in New York, Farley was not feeling well, so he went up to his hotel room. Spade, not thinking anything of it, had called up Rob Lowe and they went out to a bar for a drink. Farley found out the next morning and had become very jealous and throughout the morning would angrily stare at Spade and repeatedly ask him, "How's Rob Lowe?" Spade tried to explain and reminded him, word off the wire was, "You were sick." But Farley wasn't trying to hear it. Later that day, they were about to shoot a scene, and Spade was sitting on the ground eating a tuna sandwich and going over his lines, while Farley, smoking a cigarette, was still just staring at him, asking, "How's Rob Lowe?"
It's a bromance. It's a fucking bromance. Sorry.
Damn it.
Damn it.
Where was
Right
I? Spade
there.
was getting annoyed with him at this point. Farley then went over to Spade and stomped on his hand with the sandwich in it.
Jesus.
God.
Spade responded by throwing his Diet Coke on him, to which Farley threw Spade into a wall and pushed him down a small set of steps.
Jesus Christ.
Before things got too violent, the walkie-talkie called action, and they quickly composed themselves and walked onto set. It says
Professional.
into
as fuck.
set, but I really feel like the correct wording is onto set. But
Probably.
fine.
Yeah.
Then when it was time for Spade to say his line, he couldn't speak, so he stormed off set into his trailer. The director called cut, and Farley went off to his trailer too. Spade refused to continue filming with Farley, and Farley was so mad that he needed to hit someone, so he tackled the director's assistant, Skippy, who was about the same weight and build as Farley was. The pair
Oh, okay. So he didn't half-ass that.
Right. He's
Yeah.
like,
He
I'm
put
the
him in
biggest
there, yeah.
motherfucker here.
The pair would sometimes go for hours without talking to each other, and they would talk to each other through the director.
That's crazy. They were working a lot, though. They were working 4 days
yeah.
a week at SNL and then shooting 3 and then
Right.
back to SNL.
Yeah.
Like-
Which is crazy.
And
Think
someone
there's
like that,
2
like if
more?
you're tired, like we were talking about earlier, if you get tired of someone's energy like that, like Farley's
Yeah.
always bringing it, it's like, please fucking stop, leave me alone.
Right.
And like
Oh, yeah,
that,
yeah.
and you can tell Spade's probably that type of person. He's chill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But what kind of person are you to pick out a random fucking dude like another fat guy?
right.
I just
Right.
tackled
You're like,
him.
Fuck you.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you're going down, buddy.
Right, yeah.
That's crazy.
It's hilarious, actually.
You may continue.
Yeah, you got.
Oh, there's still more?
Oh, yeah.
I thought
Well,
you were
no,
done.
no. There's
No.
2 more fun facts. I think I have, or 2 or 3. Yeah.
No, there's. Oh yeah, there's 3 because this is final decision.
Yep.
It took the film crew 5 weeks to get the shot of the deer standing on the car. They gave the car to a trainer who fed a deer and let it eat and poop in and around the car for a month so the deer could get used to it before they could bring in cameras and get the shot they needed.
I thought about that today.
Me too.
Because that was a real deer.
It was.
Yeah.
There had to be a piece of wood on the back seat of that
Something.
fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? Because I was thinking about that when I was watching it.
It's a majestic shot, too.
It
Like
is.
when it's like on the hood.
Yeah.
and he's
Yeah,
just
and he's
standing
just
there.
standing
like,
there,
Look what I've accomplished.
He destroys
Fuck
that
your
car.
car.
The feet. I love that. Just the weird angle
horn.
of foot like going
Yeah.
through, and the horns are just destroying the
I
front
want to see the
seat.
video of that guy that has that fake foot, and he's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Print it.
Chris Farley was completely sober during filming. However, because of this, he developed another addiction, a coffee addiction. Farley would have up to 27 cups of cappuccino every day and sometimes 3 at a time before every scene.
Jesus.
No wonder he got so
Christ.
fucking...
Imagine Sean
Oh yeah, there's
drinking
no,
that much.
There's no way.
No way.
There's no way.
Well, the cocaine makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. What the next healthy step? Yeah. Jesus.
What the fuck? Sorry, I ran ahead.
Okay, read it.
After filming, Chris Farley ended up dating Lori Badgley. Is it Badgley or Bagley?
Oh, sure, whatever.
It's Bagley.
That was the
So.
girl. The
Who played the skinny dipping woman at the pool.
good for him.
I know, right?
Hey, you know where the weight room is?
Right.
I'll find it.
I got
This-
some weight.
This caused some
Don't do the weight
tension,
room thing.
some extra tension between him and David Spade during the filming of Black Sheep. Spade was best friends with her, and he had later introduced her to Farley. They all hung out together, but her and Farley started getting very close, which then led to them dating. And that made Spade very salty as he was interested in her too. Not to mention, he found out about their relationship on accident as they were going behind his back.
Friend zoned. That's what happens.
Wild.
There should be a movie about
I know,
this
right?
era of their relationship.
Right.
I'd watch it.
Yeah, like a Chris
fat guy
Farley, like
in a little
Farley
coat.
v. Spade.
Right. Is that it?
That was all your fun.
Yep.
facts,
Oh, okay.
Give my phone back.
Give me my fuck.
Montage of dick pics.
Final decision time.
I know I don't have a speech
8.
impediment, but I feel like I nailed that.
Better than me. Thank you.
I'm a
You
poor.
have a speech impediment. We
I
can
do.
talk
I
about
think you
this.
did actually very well.
I'm
Yeah,
a
good
poor
job.
out loud reader.
I
Does not
read.
go well.
I read gooder.
I read much gooder. Much gooder. I just stumble over some words, and it's hard for me to not.
Sure.
That's what my brain reads it, and then my mouth just doesn't keep up.
That's what happens.
Yeah, for sure.
That's your eyes are like going so
Yeah.
you're, like over. It's like you outran it.
Yeah.
So it's like you're doing that with your brain.
Words overstimulate me. So.
What are words?
I got anxiety while
You know
reading
what?
it.
You know, what?
8.1.
8.1.
Yeah.
I hate when you do this.
Explain.
It's the fucking shit.
What's the point one? What's the point one?
Because another one of my favorite comedies, I think I gave a little bit less than this,
Okay.
but I think this one's a better comedy. So I have a tier, right? So I love
Tier.
Wedding Crashers. I love Liar Liar,
Mm-hmm.
and this one's probably right there in the
Very
top
very
3.
different comedies. I feel like.
But also,
yeah.
like
but also
style.
for all good
Yeah.
reason, and then
Sure.
yeah, and then Anchorman's in there. So there's like 4. It's almost generational, kind of.
Yeah,
Wedding Crashers is definitely
You
up
know?
there for me.
it's one of my
Yeah.
favorites.
Yeah.
a Baba Ganoush.
Baba Ganoush.
Yeah, and I like
'Cause I eat
Spaceballs too, but I don't know if it's up there. But those are my 3, and this lives in there. It's got all those are around 8s or 9s for me. This one's good. This is a fucking it's a solid pick, man.
Solid. Like
Anyways,
on your wrist there.
this is from Undercover Brother. I don't know if you guys saw that movie,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
but I
Haven't seen it in a long time.
I was a
but-
little drunk when I got.
I was a little drunk. It's just solid.
Ebony
This is one of my prison tattoos.
My favorite part
God.
of Undercover Brother is the watch that he has with hot
Hot
sauce in
sauce.
it.
Oh,
Yeah.
What's on the turkey sandwich?
yeah.
Oh,
It's that and
dude.
Pootie Tang.
And then
Undercover Brother.
mayonnaise.
Pootie
Yeah,
Tang.
yeah.
I love the mayonnaise thing.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
because they're like you have to eat.
Yeah.
You have to like mayonnaise.
And then he does.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Dave Chappelle was in like a shit ton of movies at this point that you forgot he was
Love
in.
mayonnaise.
I remember what we were talking about
I
funniest
love
scenes.
mayonnaise and
Yeah.
Miracle
And this
Whip.
is what I forgot about earlier, where Chris Farley fell down the hill. One of my favorite scenes. But the other one was we were talking about Half Baked, and when he's feeding the horse.
Oh yeah.
And then the black
Yeah,
lady
we
walks
talked
out.
about it. Yeah, you can't say it. You can't say it.
I
on
can't
here.
say it out loud, but that shit is
It's
fucking
funny.
hilarious.
He's a diabetic.
Dead.
You hungry, girl? Fuck you.
God damn it. You can't.
Anyways, I can't.
Tara, out of 10, what would you give Tommy Boy?
You guys are gonna be so mad at me.
Oh, what?
If it starts with a 7, just get out of here.
It's under that. I would give it under that. But because of the reasons I said,
Defend yourself.
like it's just not.
With
there
your
are
hands
so.
up.
I can't believe this comedy overwhelms you.
Look.
I feel
Like I
it 'cause
said,
get
it's not
secondhand
my- it's-
embarrassment.
That's what I get secondhand embarrassment.
It's
like,
not my
But not from this
type of
movie.
comedy,
No, not at all.
anyways. Like
Because they're joking about it.
I
you
can
know? It's not
appreciate the
real.
movie for what it is,
Checking
and I
the specs of the
appreciate the time
rotary girder?
period, and I appreciate the Farley of it.
Sure.
But when I'm sitting there watching this movie, I'm not laughing out loud.
oh my god, that hurt my feelings.
I giggled. a couple
Get ready,
times.
dude, because this happens every fucking
That
time.
hurt
we
my
It's not, it's
feelings.
not true. It's not. It's just
Laura,
not.
Laura came out of the bathroom for drying her hair to make sure I was okay. Like, I was like,
Are you
like,
dying?
I
can't
just,
breathe.
yeah, like I was like, because every Thursday I'm just like, ah, like I just,
Yeah.
like,
It's no. I know.
Oh my
but
gosh.
it's just not.
you just pulled all this.
Like
fucking
I
wind
was.
out of my
I
sails.
giggled at a few things, but
You're
I'm
go-
not like.
Next time, can she go last?
Yeah, she's killing it. I mean, the vibe is gone now.
No. I get what she's saying. So if she has the
Yeah.
same feeling that I get when I get that secondhand
sure.
embarrassment,
I get the
I
anxiety.
can't watch the movie at all. Like I get to a point
Sure.
where I'm like uncomfortable. If it's like
Right.
one of those scenes where it's like pretend everyone's in their underwear and they're just botching that shit, I
Right.
have to turn it off.
It's just like
I
I'm
can't
watching and
even
it's
watch
just
it,
like
like,
this is not even realistic anymore that all of this shit is going wrong and I just can't get my mind around it.
It's okay.
Understandable.
In comes the meat wagon.
But and like
What?
you said, Farley is also a lot.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
sometimes I'm like, oh, that's just not my. But I feel this like I've said this on the show before. I don't remember what movie it was we were talking about, but like Melissa McCarthy is like that to me sometimes. Like sometimes I think
touche.
she's hilarious, but sometimes I'm like,
too
oh my
much.
god, like.
It's kind of like
pull it back.
Kristen
Pull
Wiig
it
in
back.
Bridesmaids. I'm tracking because like
Yeah,
now you're like,
yeah, yeah,
please
yeah.
stop.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
when she's destroying everything in the the bridal shower
Yeah.
or whatever. She's like,
okay.
Oh, yeah.
you think all these people are gonna eat this cookie? Like I'm
Yeah, and you're just like, whoa,
I'm like
whoa,
she's
whoa.
saying the things you think out loud for sure,
But, like,
but you
for
should
example,
definitely never say
that's,
it.
Yes.
Like,
that's a good example because
Yeah.
for that one, I like Melissa McCarthy in that
yeah.
because she's very funny with her like delivery and stuff, but she's not over the top.
I have
like,
9 dogs. This is a little
I
overwhelming.
took 9. I took 9 dogs.
I like it. All right, Josh, what would you give this
I'm gonna
out
pull
of
it
10?
back. This is clearly a top 5 for me. I'm gonna
Sure.
go 9. I
9?
don't know
See.
what I because I'm very similar on the scale. Like I Love You Man, Wedding Crashers. Like those are up there for me. Like,
And
I
those
will-
that's my realm.
Yeah, and I
those
watch
are more
those,
what I'm
like. Laura gets mad because like I'm like if there's nothing on, I'm like I'm just putting this on because it makes me happy.
Sure,
like
yeah,
you know what
Sure.
I mean.
That's why I
But
watch
you go to-
cartoons. I'm
Yeah.
a child.
Yeah.
Bob's Burgers is our absolute favorite, so I'm there on the cartoons. I'm like
Yeah,
old
yeah.
school cartoons, but
we do Rick and Morty.
yeah, Rick and Morty's legit.
I watch anime.
I'm trying. I'm big
balls,
into anime
balls
too.
deep in anime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Demon Slayer.
Dragon Ball
You
Z?
watching Demon
Yeah,
Slayer
yeah.
right
Are
now?
you keeping it? You,
Pretty
like,
good.
Episode by episode,
Yes.
like every Friday. Yeah. See, my man. Okay,
Pretty good.
we're good.
But but yeah, so moving forward, the Tommy Boy, it's up there for me 9. Like I said, because I got really into it, so I watched all the storyline and like I told you just how it's comedy. Things fucking go wrong every single day, and then at the end of the day,
He brings
he's
it
going to
in.
make sure everyone has a
Success.
job right here at
Yeah,
Callahan.
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Callahan out of
Yeah,
parents.
they pulled all around for me.
Hell yeah. I'm going to give this. Are you ready? You already seen it because I wrote it down.
Mhm.
Sometimes I change it, though, after our discussion. I don't know if
But you
you're
didn't.
aware.
I
I'm
would've
not
seen you
changing
do
this. Huh?
I would have seen you do it.
Well, no, I mean like
Oh,
from
you mean
here.
like you would
just
say
says
it.
something.
Yeah,
that's
if
not-
I'd look at what I wrote down and then based on
Never
our
mind.
discussion, I might be like, maybe 0.5 less or 0.5 more or something. But this movie, I'm sticking with what I wrote. 8 out of 10. This is a great movie.
My
It's in
man.
the pocket of my like feeling of what a comedy movie needs to be. It needs to be slapstick. It needs to be funny throughout. It needs to not be like I'm reaching to make a joke. You know what I mean? Like, okay, that's funny, but you went too far almost, right?
Feels like you're one of the boys.
Yeah.
That and
Yeah.
I mean, so I'm going to read verbatim what I wrote here because I think this kind of sums up my feelings. So, this is what made 90s comedy, the 90 comedy scene so special. This movie has so many great moments while not being overbearing and having to use gross out humor that still to this day holds up and is so quotable that I still quote it all the time. This movie itself just feels so heartwarming and shows you how good of a talent Chris Farley was.
Well
beautiful.
said. Well said.
8 out of 10.
Did you watch that? Who? Yeah. Do you watch that Adam Sandler special
Oh, I cried.
with him? Yeah,
I went,
I don't cry at movies, but I'm like that.
I Guardians
I gotta hold
of
it
the
together.
Galaxy
I'm
I was
three.
just about to. I was
Right.
just about to bring that up. Did you cry, Guardians?
I missed it up like a motherfucker.
Well, I haven't seen it yet. Don't talk about it.
We're
son-
not going to talk about it.
my
but
son was there, so I can't.
You can't let a tear
Yeah,
go
yeah,
with your
yeah.
son. You can do the
But
left.
I'm like,
you can do the left
You get
eye.
back in there.
Right.
You ever fucking done that where you're just like
Yeah.
you just try to leave it's there, just chilling in the lower fucking
Exactly.
rim, and you're just like
If you
sucking it
blink,
down.
you
it
like
comes
look
out.
Up, you're like
Right.
looking up, trying to like.
yeah. Just fucking eyeball my kid, just like trying.
I'm
Fucking
telling you, every time you reach for the slurp, I reach for it too. I was like, this is keeping the tears in.
Yeah.
Just
see,
sucking it
I'm so
down.
glad you noticed
You
that.
got to see it like soon.
Yeah, it's really good.
Gardens,
or else you'll
yeah.
start seeing
Well,
stuff.
I've seen like 3 spoilers already, and I'm pretty upset about it.
That's what I'm
but
saying.
I heard it's
see?
I heard it's a real. It gets in the feels.
Yeah, it's
So-
solid, man. It's a watch.
It's
worth
the
a watch.
best.
That's one of my favorite lines. Like one of my favorite streams of those movies.
I got you.
Oh, yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I told
good.
you last time, I get overwhelmed with like the Avengers and then Ant-Man. Like I
Sure.
don't have the time.
Well,
Yeah.
You know
the
what I mean?
last
Because
Ant-Man
I'm
movie
too
was
busy
too much.
watching, Black Sheep and stuff. like that.
right.
Like I can't
fucking
divulge
classics.
the mental
But
capacity to
I
take
agree.
in more.
Like
of
the
that.
Guardians movies were always
They're just
like
fun.
to me they were
My
top
favorite.
tier. Like,
They're my favorite. First one's my favorite.
Yeah.
I like it. All right, next week, it's Walter's pick. You said you're keeping something in your brain.
I have to have 3
2.
now. I
You
have
have 3.
3.
He's got
since we've
3
been
now.
talking.
you've added.
So
one,
it's up
yeah.
to you.
Wait.
You could either throw the 3 out.
I think we've done one before. I'm gonna use that one as the first one because I think we've done it, but I'm not sure. The Mist.
we have not.
Oh, that's a good one.
But
That's
I
it.
see where your brain went with where we were at.
Yeah, we're talking about Punisher.
Yeah.
So James, the
Thomas
Mist
Jane.
is. It has the most. I'm not gonna even say it. I can't say it because
We
it's
know
gonna
where
ruin
you're
it
at.
from you.
We know where you're at.
But wait,
I've seen
Tim
it.
Allen.
Tim Allen. Yeah, you said Tim
I
Allen.
wanna
so
bring
I
I
was
it
gonna
back
do
for you.
Galaxy Quest.
Oh,
I was gonna do
my
Galaxy
God.
Quest.
I watch it every time it's on
It's so
TBS.
good. It's so
Yeah,
good.
it's
Wait,
like,
I need
it's
to know
great.
what the third one was.
What was I?
Do I have a last name? What's my name? Galaxy Quest.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember what my third one is.
If I grab Thor's hammer, it's Punisher.
That was the one I was gonna pick. The
Oh.
the
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 Punisher
Mist
made him
was
think
the
of
one.
the
Yeah, yeah,
Mist.
yeah.
Oh,
Because
okay.
it had what's his face in it.
Thomas Jane.
There's another one. I can't think of it now. But
See, I told you, write it down.
So which one are we doing?
We're doing the
You're
Mist.
right.
Are we doing the
Yeah,
Mist?
we're doing the Mist.
Or are we doing Galaxy Quest?
I'm gonna ruin whatever fucking night you guys decide to watch this.
All right. I mean, I've seen it, so
Yeah,
I know what I'm
Steve.
getting
Have you seen it?
Yeah, M Night
Have you
Shyamalan,
seen
right?
it?
Yeah, but not
it a
recently.
Shyamalan?
It's been a long time.
into. Well, it's a Stephen King movie
Oh, okay.
or a Stephen King story. I don't think it is.
Shyamalan do it? No?
Maybe.
It has
I don't
that, I know it has that that style.
Yeah, sure.
Did he
Like-
do the fog?
Maybe. Guess what? We're going to find out next week when we go over it and talk about it. Anyways, thanks, guys, for listening. As always, thanks, Josh, for
Yes.
coming
Thanks
in
for having me.
for the first,
Loved it.
I guess, whatever of what we're
Yeah.
doing here every other week,
Oh, I
or
guess
if
he
you
won't
can come
talk
in.
about the Mist with us.
I'm just gonna watch it though.
Yeah, he's going to watch it. He's going to be in it.
Yes, I'm gonna
He'll
watch
call
it.
in. This is
I'm
my,
still gonna
this is my
participate.
whatever. Anyways, if you want to follow us, like I said, at The Decision Reel on everywhere you can do your
it.
shit. We also have merch if you want to go on our website and buy some T-shirts,
Merch.
hats, stuff, leggings,
Oh.
cups, stickers.
It's just got the cups have my face on it. That's
Oh.
all it is.
You know what?
I need one.
That's all
We're,
it is.
we're gonna make cups with our
You gotta
faces.
protect
just
your lady bits.
You gotta protect your lady bits. I like it.
I think
Anyways,
that's fine.
thanks guys for listening. You can follow us here, do whatever you want, watch us on YouTube. Next week, The Mist. It's gonna be good. Bye.